hell. Is my mic even on now? Yes, it is. Okay. At least that seems to be working. Good lord. Yeah, life is pain. Life is pain, life is misery. Life is figuring out that most things don't like you running OBS in portable mode. Turns out. I had to set my Stream Deck. I had to set hotkeys for OBS. And it just wasn't connecting using the plugin. So I had to set the keys to F19 through 24. Keys that most people probably don't think exist. You say, hey, tell me about the mythical F13. The missing F13, the unlucky F. It's there. It's there. You can use it. You get a keyboard, you have a whole 12 extra. Suspicious user. In what possible way? It doesn't even give me moderation tools. What is this? Wait, I can't say that game name. Purge and delete. Why are my only options purge and delete? I want to do none of these things to you. Why are you labeled as no longer a suspicious user? Happy Faceman, I think it might have blocked all 3 of your messages from coming through for people. Is this Voices of the Void? I want to join the Void. You can't say anything help. You can now. You've been allowed. I think Twitch does it automatically too. People will come in here. One moment. Is this on? It's on. Okay. Mamma mia. Okay. Hi, everybody. Good lord. This is a mess. This is a disaster. I thought I could get this done quicker, but there's like 100 different issues that pop up. And I don't want to go into all. I'll go into all of them. I'll go into all of them over time. Good lord. I try to set up nice things. I try to do cool things for people. I try to set up cooking again. It's been so goddamn long. Let me get started while I rant about my problems. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have my audio. My audio is currently playing through my shitty, like, it was a $70 portable monitor. I have everything running through that now. You guys are getting music, right? I think the music should be coming through. I can at least hear it. Who knows what's running? Yeah, monitor and output. Good. Thank God for that. Oh, man. Anyways, I can't walk further than maybe 3 feet. Chef detected, yes. Anyways, I maybe can't walk further than 3 feet from my computer that I have set up without the Galaxy Buds immediately ceasing. That is how bad the built-in Bluetooth is on that motherboard. I have a Bluetooth extender somewhere, but it was already like 9 o'clock. So what TV show is this? This is Cooking Birds. There's a really big period at the end. That's why it's called that. What about your fridge Bluetooth? Hey, funny about that. It asked me to do it again. It keeps thinking that my cellular device, my smartphone, it keeps thinking that this... What was it saying? Oh, I'm live. Cool. It keeps thinking it's a smart fridge. So that's awesome. Let me take my ring off for now while I cook. No, I'm not used to this thing. I got a new microphone set up and everything, so I can walk around and you can hear me perfectly fine. So I'm laved up. I have 2 of them even. You had to buy 2. These lav mics, this little thing here. Here, one moment. I'll turn on. Let me go to another scene. Let me just start some things up so we're not on the welcome screen anymore. Oh yeah, that's probably coming through too. Get me off of this screen. Get me off of the screen. Get me off of the screen. There we go. Hi. That's probably loud. You'll have to let me know how the volumes are. Anyways. Me. That's right, we got an auxiliary cam. Anyways, I set up this entire OBS within an hour. The whole thing. It doesn't like being set up in just an hour. It wants you to take a lot longer than that. Which is why they give you so many problems. I'm like leaning over. How about I just... Yeah, this is great. Cool. Anyways. I have this little auxiliary cam here. So I can kind of show you things, but yeah, I keep thinking this is a smart fridge. I have a really cool setup here, everybody. Really nice setup. I'm happy to be back. A lot of you don't know, I'm guessing. The crotch cam, nope. A lot of you don't know, but I was actually a cooking streamer originally. First stream I ever did, I cooked a vegan hamburger for the Skunk Paste crew, and then I did soup DiGiorno on my second stream. And fittingly enough, I'm gonna be doing what now? See, I wasn't doing a bit. I actually thought this was a TV show on in the background, and you were just talking. What was the vegan burger good? It was a very good vegan burger. Yes. Mold. Hi. How's it going, man? Anyways, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back cooking, streaming. This isn't the full setup. This is, again, I did this in under an hour. I'm gonna spend all day tomorrow and a good chunk of Thursday before I stream Soup DiGiorno, also known as Orc Dinner. Can you put a dead guy in the food? Funny you mentioned that. Here's the meat we'll be using. It has my credit card information on there, so let's get rid of that. Anyways, this is a farm fresh bird. I thought it'd be very fitting to be cooking some bird. Oh, no specific reason. Yeah, could you make some Zug Zug grub? Oh, you got it, bud. You got that Zug Zug. I'm gonna ookum in the duker. Yeah. Okay, anyway, so I've got some nice farm fresh, some garden fresh vegetables here. Super fresh, picked right from the garden. Have I ever made food from a video game cookbook? I have. I've made food, specifically Happy Face Man, food from FF14. The first one I didn't even have a book for it, but I made Flargnard. I think I was leveling through, it might have been Realm Reborn, still. And it gave me Flargnard as a food. I'm like, this can't be real. And then I looked it up, I'm like, that sounds delicious. And then I immediately made Flargnard. It was, I think, 2 a.m. But it's delicious. For anyone who wants to make Flargnard, it's yummy. I think I need to make this like... Can I make this chat bigger? No, not really. Transmute the bird into lettuce. You got it. Watch this. Let's ignore... This is my magical portal device. You can't see it. It's off screen. It's really bright in there. Oh, we gotta put the chicken away. Whoa, 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 it's some lettuce. This camera has to, I have to do something with this. The thing is, I can get this camera to like move around to avoid me. I can do a bunch of shit, but I just don't have it set up. I just don't. You know, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to prep here for din. Anyways, let me go over my farm fresh vegetables. Burn the magician. Don't fuck with the chef. That's all I gotta say. Don't mess with the people cooking your food. Anyways, some nice very fresh peppers picked from my garden a week ago. Got another banana pepper here from the garden. Can I make this? See, I was gonna make it so that I could press a button and this camera just becomes bigger. Someone horse this guy. Can you make a gun? Next time. But anyways, we have some peppers here. Oh wait, you said you can cook the namazu. I did not know you could cook them, but they deserve it. These ones are actually the oldest vegetables here, everybody. The oldest ones. These are red onions picked from my garden, but like 2 months ago. They're completely cured now, hence the papery skins on the outside. Some of those, and then I think the freshest thing here are some tomatillos. The papery skins have already been taken off. As you can imagine, God damn it, one moment. I need to can I flip this? Sure. Just squish it down. And then I have, I don't know if I'm gonna use all of these yet, but I might. Hot peppers. Again, kind of on their last legs. Peppers really don't like being picked for very long. Hydration. One moment. I can move this. How much leeway do I have on this movement here? This is my sink, everybody. Say hello to my sink. It can be turned on, like so. Aerated. Delicious. How did it taste? Pretty good. Pretty refreshing. I like it. I have some cucumbers here too, but they're not going to be included in today's meal. They're going to be made into like some fresh pickles. So let's see here. What do I want to do? Take a guess, everybody. Take a little guess as to what I'll be making first, with these little ingredients here that you can see. Give you a hint. It's green and it's sauce. Smoothie. Maybe. Kind of. Like, tooth meal, they're kind of the opposite. Kind of the opposite of a tooth meal. Making a salsa verde. So let's get that prepped. I need to make this table thing bigger. Anyways, let's crank that oven on to good old, probably like a 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I'm gonna turn this on and we're gonna see how loud it is. Seems like it's somewhat coming through. Here, I can crank the noise filter. NVIDIA noise suppression. That's right, AI, get rid of my noise. Hopefully it didn't make me sound too much worse. Oh. Just barely in the background. That's good, because it's quite loud. I'm going to be replacing it, because it sucks. Don't buy anything by the Viking Corporation. Not that any of you are probably going to anytime soon, because it's way too expensive. But don't buy anything from them. Every Viking thing I have gotten is shit. You want to see something here? You want to see something? Take a look at this. Take a look at this, my dairy drawer. You see this shit? That shit? That dairy drawer? Spider cracked as shit? OMG, my portal. It was on fridge mode. It wasn't on portal mode. I would never show you that device when it's on portal mode. No. I'm not allowed to. That is $250 to replace. It is a plastic shell. Guaranteed to crack. Chug some wine. Also, you said I have a lot of alcohol. I have like 2 bear fruit things in here. If you want to see real alcohol, that fizz. If you want to see real alcohol, I got a lot more. And I never drink it. But let's, that's still good. Yeah, I think so. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Criminy, that is, price of plastic costs like $30 to produce. Probably less, considering both of them cracked in the device that they were meant to go into from thermal shock or something. It sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna start chopping shit up here. Because it is, 9:40, and I have eaten a bowl of cereal, and that is it today. So I'm a little hungry. I'm gonna give these a little washy wash. The little tomatillos, they're very sticky, these things. And it's just you all wait. I have some cool stuff set up. Little hint here, this little camera arm, you'll see what that's for later. I'm gonna give these a little wash. Because despite being in a little papery skin, they're, the stickiness, they like to grab onto dirt. Cool cupboards. Thank you, man. You know, that means a lot to me, Mold. That means a lot to me. I'm gonna be frank. I'm gonna be Fred, even. I haven't been streaming for the last 2 years because I didn't know if people would like these cupboards. I really didn't. They might have said, you know, hey, these handles, a little big. Cupboards themselves, you know, maybe they're a little tall, dude. Maybe they're a little bit too tall. But hearing you say, hey, I like them. Handles are mid. Fuck! Damn it. You know what? Maybe next we'll be cooking some gorgonzola up. You know, some blue cheese, some things covered in mold, perhaps. Good wood, shiny. Okay, that at least is that. I gotta say, the handles are pretty good considering I can, like, do shit with them. You can never be guaranteed that you can actually grab a handle. You never know. I also have to check if these are even good. Still, this is the first time I've ever grown tomatillos. So, when I said that these were garden fresh, I meant that they were garden fresh. They're growing on my big-ass tomatillo plant outside. Now, normally, you, like... Let me see this. Let me get a little bit better of a view here. I'll figure out the camera situation eventually, but like for cutting, you're gonna be dealing with this cam here. And you cut the things in half, like so. Yeah. There we go. Now I'm like more centered, even though the camera looks like it's looking away, because it kind of is. We're cutting up here. You know, people just like generally cut them in half, but I'm gonna take the little stemmy bit off because I don't know if I want that. Elder Scrolls Online dialogue angle. Great, I'm a fucking NPC. And even worse, I'm a Bethesda NPC. Yeah, that seems fine. See, I hope I have enough tomatillos here. And I hope they're ripe enough. Now, tomatillos themselves, like, let me try this here. Oh, that's actually not too sour. They taste kind of tomato-y, but like, Okay, that one's a little bit more sour. At least it tells me that they're ripe. First time I grew tomatillos, it was on my goddamn apartment balcony. They didn't ripen. If anyone hasn't seen a tomatillo plant before, well, they're big. And I tried growing one in a small ass pot. The balcony of a slightly overpriced apartment when I was still going to college. Can you lay an egg real quick? I can try. It might take a moment. Let's see, what else do I need from here? We got sour cream. That's good. Okay. Well. Just cutting these up. The goal with the slicing and dicing here, we're gonna be roasting all of this, and then you blend it up into a nice salsa. Oh man. Ugh. Okay, well, got that done. Let me put that away. Add that one to the collection. Nice. And I need to get my little disposal bowl. Here we go. Wow, nice egg. Thank you, Lady S. The first thing I think you ever see me do on here. We're making salsa verde. What's its name? I don't know. Discuss amongst yourselves what you think the name of that egg should be. We got some more bell pepper here, again, fresh from the garden. God, this thing has no field of view. I'm almost tempted. Should I move the camera, like, over to here? So you can just watch me? You know, let's try it. Let's try new things. Let's be open to new concepts. This is a pilot stream, everybody. It's a pilot show. Not everything's gonna go correctly. Not everything's gonna be all grand and fun. Sometimes you're gonna have a bunch of wires running through your kitchen that freak you out. Let me zoom that down a little bit. Oh good, you get to see the reflection of the light strip in the marble. Great. How do you lay brown eggs? Mine are always white. You gotta eat more chocolate. That's the thing that everyone misses out on. They don't eat enough sweets. They don't eat enough chocolate. I can't see... Okay, vital problem. I can't see the chat while I'm looking through. Anyways, we got Egbert and Carlos. Eglos? 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 Loss of egg? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Oh? Can this reach far enough? The amount of wires going through my kitchen. It's ridiculous. Yes, it's caused all of... So the thing my computer's on, or that the monitor's on, it's where I store all of my pots and pans. It's a little, like, movable cart that I made. But it's, this is a little bit of a mess, as you can see. Come on. There we go. Yes. Doing it. And... Can I get this to be somewhere? Sure. Hi. Hi, everybody. I don't know if that's going to be aiming at me while I'm cutting, but hey. Is this a good view? It's a good view. Okay, let's cut. We did it. I need to get this. I have more equipment coming in, believe it or not. I decided I don't have enough things in my kitchen. I just don't. I need more things in my kitchen. In fact, I got a little surprise coming up. There's going to be a little new device that I got that's going to be helping me cook today. So look forward to that, everybody. Again, we're just roughly dicing, cutting, chopping to pieces, these things. Shoulder cam. Yeah, you're getting third-person view. You're getting Resident Evil 4 style cookery. Anyways, how does everyone think Gunther's little train trip is going? I guess he's going through the mountains or something? To somewhere vaguely on the East Coast. Okay, these onions grew a little weird. Again, I grew these. Like I said, I grew these. And they did a little bit of splitting and a little bit of bulbing. They're a little bulbous. But that's fine. I don't judge the little bulbous dudes. It's fine. But it makes it a little hard because they get a little peepery in between. Like shallots. If any of you have eaten a shallot. Congrats on the garden. Thank you. I've been taking photos of it, putting it in, I think I've put a few in Mild's Discord. But I've definitely been putting some in mine as well. So if anyone wants any garden update photos, I was intending on doing some videos, but I recorded it onto my phone and I really didn't like how they kind of came out. So I have a whole recording of a potato harvest that I went through, and I just have not done anything with it yet. Maybe I'll edit it at some point. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I'll probably have to voice it over if I do, and that means I will have to figure out what I was even saying in those videos. The mic quality really collapsed down. But hey, I have this little lab set up now, so I can do things a little bit easier. Let's see. I don't have a cutting board. I still use my uncle's tummy. Well, at least it's I'm guessing he's got a nice solid six-pack, and he probably hijacked it. You know what? Maybe. You think he decided to like go old Wild West style? Just grab his cowboy hat, little pellet gun. There we go. The last of the very potent red onion. Anyways, we got all that there, as you can see. Delicious. I have to figure out how things work with the camera here. Anyways, all these wonderful and tasty things. You know, the salsa verde is probably going to come out to be more like a pepper sauce. I think I put more peppers in there than salsa, but whatever, it's fine. Let's put one hot pepper. I don't have any heat in here. We're gonna add a little bit of heat because I don't want to touch it with my hands. There we go. All right. Next, some salt. You got salt. Put some salt on there. Sprinkle it over. And get some olive oil. Put that on there. Y'all ever meet Olive Oil? That Popeye character? Anyways, we're just gonna put that in the oven right now. Whoop! Into the oven right now. And hope that I don't set this wire that's right here on fire. Let's hope. Seems to be doing really good though right now. Now, I like this camera. I think it's probably the most flattering camera that I have. Was it a big investment in the mic or a cheaper one? I think the microphone, it's... so the lav mic itself, the little doohickey here that's picking up all of my voice, this was like $10 for two of them. But the device it's plugged into was, I think, $300, and you got the wireless receiver, and then two of the, they're these things here. These, DJI Wireless 2. They're pretty nifty. I like them. But yeah, pricey. But I think worth it. I don't know what to do with the second camera right now. I'm just gonna... Here, stare at the chicken. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Here we go. You can tell it's a professional cooking show because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna reach and just block the entire screen while I wash my hands. All right. So what I do with my with my paper towels that I just like wipe my hand off with, if it just has oil or little bits of vegetable or whatever on it, I just put it right into my compost. Makes it easy. If you're familiar with composting, you're familiar with the concepts of brown material and green material. Basically just one is full of more nitrogen, which is the green, and then one is full of more more carbon. And the carbon, you need a lot more of it. So if you compost just your veggie scraps, here, stare at the peppers. If you compost just your veggie scraps, it will end up creating this anaerobic, rotting, horrid mess. So you gotta put a bunch of like dead grass and leaves and other shit in there. At roughly a 1 to like 4 ratio. You can get specific with it, but you think 2 chicken breasts? You think 1 total dead chicken is enough? I think it is. I think we're good. Yeah, I'll make 3. Gotta have leftovers tomorrow for lunch. Let me get a little. My hands are covered in chicken now. Okay, I'll put the scraps into here. But this is just what I do to get through my chicken because they really like to put a lot of garbage on there to bump up the price per pound. Which right now is $2.69 per pound. Not that bad, but like they add a little bit of this onto here. Like this is just straight up cartilage right here. Like that's ridiculous. That's just straight up inedible cartilage. So great. It's got this fat on here, which is kind of useless for a chicken breast, honestly. If you're just pounding it out. Look, another piece of bone. But it's all this shit on here that I don't want. So like I try to cut through it as efficiently as I can, but you still end up wasting well, not wasting, you can cook this up. Like I'll probably save it and cook it for my cats. Do I keep hearing a meowing? Is that coming from the music? We split 1 total dead chicken, but leftovers are nice. Leftovers are fantastic, especially like leftover taco meat type stuff, which is what we're making tonight. Those reheat quite well. You don't want to, you don't want the full taco to be formed and put away. You'll end up with like a weird soggy shell. I really like the way that I cook chicken. Specifically for tacos. I blast the thing at a high heat. Cut that off. Yep. Yeah, people are very particular about their chicken breasts. They think if you cut anything off, it's absolute waste. Like you want to eat every little bit, but personally, I don't like eating into the globs of fat. It's just not my thing. Yes, you hear birds, souls of the damned. I'm happy to see someone else trims their chicken up too. I thought I was being wasteful. Yeah, I mean, like, look. See, here's what we have remaining. In fact, let's do a little bit of science here. Why not? We got time. It's only like 10 p.m. and I haven't eaten yet. Now it's gonna take a moment for the salsa verde to do its thing, but here. Let's weigh it out. Grab my scale. Move this. Move this. And we'll just grab a little plate here. Turn that on. How good's the view on that thing? There we go. Okay, so I don't know how much chicken breast we started with, but we're gonna add up the total. Okay, so this is 1 pound and 7 ounces. You can see there 1 pound 7 ounces of the breast that we have that we're going to cook up. And then the waste is 6 ounces. So not too much. It really isn't too much. But it's still a decently substantial amount, and when you take into account the entire pack of chicken breasts, if you don't do anything with it, I mean, if you have a dog, cook it up, feed it to your dog. But I've cooked this up before. I've tried to feed it to my cats. They're not very big fans. They don't like the plain raw chicken breast. Or not raw. I cook it. I don't know why I said raw. I think raw and unseasoned. There we go. Unseasoned chicken breast. They're not a fan. None of them have eaten it. But I don't think I've cooked it for Aurora yet, so maybe she will. Chicken breast is gross. If you've had only bad chicken breast, yeah. If you've only eaten garbage chicken breast, I can imagine it's gross, but I know how to cook it up in a way that I like, and it is quite yummy. Bird propaganda. Oh, you're right. Yep, Gerber bird. Gerber bird trying to stop me from eating the birds. Don't worry, this bird ain't you. Can you cook some Chocobo next stream? If I can get my hands on some. I'll try the exotic meat store. Do you rinse yours off first? No, I never wash my meat. I heard people wash their meat, and I've always found that odd. I think the line of thinking is that you wash off anything that was bad on the outside, and it might stem from when meat processing was not very good, and there wasn't refrigeration. So bad things could have started to build up on the outside, and washing it is just one step you take to try to not die from whatever the hell was in these things. But I mean, meat was full of parasites and shit too. It's been for the longest time. You're eating that Meyer growth hormone filled estrogenic breed. It's cheap. It's fine. All natural. No hormones or steroids, and no preservatives. I'm going to assume that means that they're not injected with the growth chemicals. They don't need that anymore. They don't need the growth chemicals. They've already bred the birds to be unnaturally large. So this is how I do my chicken breast. Here, let me, I'll use my arm to try to lower this. Okay, I can't. Well, my hands are covered in chicken. This is the best view you're gonna get right now. I butterfly it, kind of. It's not completely butterflying. Butterflying implies that it stays together. I just cut it through. I think it's called filleting. Anyways, I like to fillet mine into small pieces. Got another little bit of the cartilage there. I'll just cut off. And I like filleting mine down into very, very small pieces. And this is going to help us cook at a very high heat. See, look at that. Look how thin that is. It's the size that a chicken breast used to be. You can see the grain of the cutting board through it. Anyways, I cut my chicken breast down like this so you can cook it at an incredibly high heat. So you get a nice brown charred outside without overcooking the inside. And that's key for chicken breast. It's necessary. You can also pound it a bit. You can get like one of those giant things, and when I do that, honestly, I just use my hand. I imagine if I did this on a daily basis, it would be a bit fucked, but I mean, there's a little bit of destruction to the meat fibers when you do that. For certain things, it doesn't matter, and for some things, it might be good. Like if you're doing a fried chicken breast for a sandwich, having the bits on the bottom that are starting to fall apart grab onto the, they grab onto the breading better. That one's thin enough. Check up on chat. I usually do a little overnight saltwater bath and count on that. The water is always a little nasty after it is. Yeah, I guess if you want to wash it off after that, that's fine. And then you just pat it down. I've done that. I used to do that a lot more. But honestly, if you're cooking a whole chicken breast, yeah, brine it. If you're not cooking an entire chicken breast whole without filleting it like this, it's pretty necessary. But when you cut it this thin, the salt tends to penetrate really quickly. And even if it doesn't penetrate all the way through, you got seasoning on one side, seasoning on the other. There's very, very little of the unseasoned breast going down the middle. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna slice this into the pieces that I want for my tacos. And I'm thinking today I'm going for cubes. We're gonna slice up some cubes here. Simple as that. I know I have wonderful knife skills. Please tell me how wonderful my knife skills are. I really do need to sharpen this knife. It's not horribly dull, but it hasn't been sharpened in quite a while. I honed it today, but honing can only take it so far. You gotta get this thing on like a super low grit sanding pad, basically. Okay, yeah, look how thin these pieces are. It's like, I think the chicken skin is that zoom working? Yeah, auto zoom's a bit weird. Very thin piece of chicken. There we go. I'll have to check up on the vegetables here in a moment. Now, ADS, one thing I will say, if you haven't tried dry brining chicken, give that a go. Wet brines are good and all, but when you do a dry brine, it gets some of the moisture out of the outside while keeping the good moisture on the inside. It allows you to get a lot more of a char. If you're going for a char, if you're going for just a normal, like browning in a pan, gives you a lot better of that too. Especially if you're someone who doesn't like chicken skin. If you're doing chicken skin, dry brining is basically necessary. If you do a wet brine with a chicken skin, it tends to get rubbery when you cook it. Which I guess if you like chewing on rubber, go for it. I love this activate Windows thing being displayed right over my monitor. That's awesome. I did dry brine a turkey because we don't have a large enough pot. Turned out very well. Yeah, there you go. Did you do the technique where you kind of lift up the skin and then you rub the salt and other herbs under the skin? Yeah, I gotta put these other chicken breasts away. What do I want to put them in? I'll handle them later. I don't even know if you could hear me. I don't know if I cut up there for a second. Wireless microphones are weird. They kind of want as direct of line of sight as they can possibly get. I mean, okay, here. I mean, this is like egregious. Look at this. Who's going to eat this part, man? Who? Who wants this? This is a whole chunk here. That's just like awful. Ugh. I'll process those later, though. I just need to get these back in the fridge. Come on. There we go. Okay, let me wash my hands again. I love having to step around the camera for this. My hands a good old washeroo. And put that in the fridge. Stick it up there for now. Blade is much sharper than ours. Yeah, people tend to have some pretty dull blades, and you can get away with it for a while. Especially if you have, honestly, like these Miracle Blade type shits. I'm sure a lot of people have these. Those, from my experience, you can go like a decade without sharpening it, and it's not too bad. It's just, with the way the knife is designed, it's essentially impossible to sharpen it. So it's like you get a sharper knife for a little bit, for a decent amount longer, but then once it dulls down, it's pretty dead. And they tend to chip and break, and the plastic tends to come off. Like, this was a pricey knife. This, and I think I got two other knives. These are forged, properly forged steel knives, rather than the punch-out one. So there's there's a pretty big difference. There's this one here that was just punched out of a sheet of metal, and then there's this one here that was forged, and I don't know if you can really completely see it. But it's got lines in there from all the different folding of the steel when it's being processed. Makes a lot sharper of a knife for longer, a lot more durable. But it was, I think, like $200 for 3 knives. I did it for like a charity thing. At least that's the excuse I tell myself when I spend $250 on 3 knives. Oh yeah, you got the brine all up in there. Very good. All right. Well, here we're gonna transition a little bit here. Let me move this out of the way. You can vaguely kind of see this. It's not going to be the best view from there, but there we go. Okay. Let's move this now. Up. This here. This out of the way here. And move that out of the way. There we go. There's what the second arm is for, everybody. It holds up my camera. I see some crazy fuckers on YouTube that they take their camera and they put it directly above their burners. I don't know how they do that. We've tried sharpening a few of our blades, but I'm not sure we are sharpening them correctly. They cut all the same. Our knives were cheap. Maybe one day we'll get good ones. There's a couple things to take into account when you're sharpening knives. The biggest one is the angle in which you're sharpening, and then the grit of the stone. Did you sharpen them yourselves, or did you take it to somewhere to sharpen it? Because there's services that will sharpen knives. Like chefs in line cook, restaurant cooking settings. They don't sharpen their knives themselves, usually. They just use a bunch of knives up that aren't the most expensive knives. And then they, en masse, send them off to a business that just sharpens them and brings them back the next day. Yeah, our electric can opener has a knife sharpener on the back. Oh no, is it one of those like V things where you just do it like that? I used to have one of those. They work. Yeah, they work iffy. Wait, let me check on the veg. Gotta make sure it's not bursting into flames. Let's take a peek down there. Looking good. Looking like it's getting a little char. Yeah, that might be enough. I think that's good enough. Close that. Turn the burner off. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. The goal with cooking these down is you add some of those. Why do I have this camera? I have this one here specifically to show that off. Yeah, take a little peek at this. Let me shuffle that around there. The tomatoes, or the tomatillos, are tender. They've got some nice browning on them. And they're, yeah, again, a lot squishier. I think I could just... There we go, just turn that camera off for now. Forgot I even had that option. The onions are a little cooked. They get rid of some of that potent flavor that they have. The peppers have a little bit of cook to them. And because I didn't chop the pieces up too small, a lot of the core flavor compounds aren't completely turned into different ones that you would get from just cooking. Yeah, looking really nice. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the garlic in there. Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. Not hot. I do want to show something off. I mentioned we have a new toy. Check something real quick. Okay, new toy. It is a Cuisinart chopper grinder. It's a food processor for the small. Vampire. Oh no, what's this? Oh, it says cardboard. Cardboard. It's really, by the way, always open your cardboard boxes on top of your stove. It's very safe. Definitely very safe. It would be great if I just opened this and it was a bag of rocks. Like, I just inherently trust Amazon to just give me the correct thing. Go. Actually, that's really nice packaging. I always like to point out sustainable packaging when I see it, and quite a few of the things I've bought in recently have had quite good sustainable packaging. So, cardboard inside, just cardboard here, And then there was a single, very thin piece of plastic shielding this presumably from, well, moisture, I guess. I don't know. Shielding it from something. Anyways, for ease of filming, I'm just going to simply do this. Put that tray there. Put this here. Take that off. Give it a little wash so I don't get any factory chemicals on there. Let's put that stuff. Rinse it all off. Okay. It's very lightweight. How does this go back on? Well, maybe I need the lid. Let me grab the lid. Wash it off. Okay. So lid goes on. I'm not reading the instructions for a food processor. I refuse. Food processors should be simple enough that you can just look at it and immediately know how it works. Okay, so that's it. You put it on diagonal. Oh, it even says bow lock that direction. Bow lock that direction. Okay. It doesn't really slide down into anything. You kind of just set it there and you turn it to the right and it's solid. It's good. I like it. Let's grab this here. And obviously I'm only doing this because I haven't used the stove yet. If the stove was warm, I wouldn't be putting this device on there. With all the stuff running in my kitchen, we're playing a very fun game called How Much Stuff Can I Turn On Before My Power Goes Out? This is... Okay, I talk about them having sustainable packaging. Why do I have this flimsy-ass scraper? Like, I get... It's like, oh yeah, it scrapes the inside of your... We all have butter knives. I'm not gonna keep this shitty scraper around. There's not even a place to put it. This is useless. Eat the scraper. Later. I have not evolved the capability yet. Okay, I'm glad when I grabbed this with my hands in full that it was cooled down a little bit. Perks of having these marble countertops. It takes the thermal heat out of everything. I'm doing this the opposite of how Food TV is doing it. I'm completely blocking the view of the food when it's going in. It's here. Sometimes you have to do the awkward maneuvers you see him do on TV. I hope I can fit all this in here. See, I wanted a smaller food processor because the one that I have is huge. That is a hair. There was just a hair. I think from me or my wife. There we go. Okay, this is a little packed full, actually. It's good to get a gauge on how much I can fit in here. Also, should I change the music? Is the jazz a little boring at this point? Should I just play something else? This is like Halloween, fall. It's called Cozy Autumn Night and Ethereal Smooth Jazz Piano Music. Fall leaves at porch ambience by the lakeside. Sure, dude. It's soothing. Okay, I'll keep it on. Let me... I don't have everything in here. In fact, I should probably get everything in there before I do it. Now, this garlic here, it's gonna have a little bit of a bite. Because it's going in completely raw. rather than being roasted first, but that's fine. You want to see my technique here for how I peel garlic 2 different ways. When I'm only peeling a clove or 2, what I do is I simply just press down on it, like so. And the paper skin just comes off immediately. Older garlic, it's a lot easier to do that. That's for sure. I can turn this off for now. I have 3 pieces of garlic there. Get the last one. Again, just a little press. The other way that I do it, I'll show off eventually. But I just take a cocktail shaker. I have one dedicated for the purpose of peeling garlic. And you put your garlic cloves, however many you want. Maybe fill it up halfway at most. And then put like a couple drops of water in. And just go to town. Just shake. Shake it very violently. And you'll notice all the skins just come right off of your garlic. If you need to peel a lot of garlic, that is the way to do it. I have found no better way. I'm just gonna go. Just cutting the little nubby bits of the garlic off here. Being careful not to cut myself on my knife. I'm sure you all have seen those, like, if anyone has seen an older person cook, like at all, you always see them take the paring knife and just put their thumb directly on it when they're cutting everything. Potatoes, vegetables, whatever it may be. That has never not freaked me out. It's very consistent. Alright, let's see this thing chop here. Let's see how well this works with the chopping maneuver. Yeah, that's chop. What about grind? Grind goes the other direction. That's it. It's left or right. Those are your options. So I'm guessing grind goes with the blunt side. And chop is the sharp side. There's a salsa verde we're making. I hope that wasn't too loud. Yeah, I can see it peaking the microphone. Well, not peaking, but getting up there. It's quite loud. But that's over. And there's our salsa verde, which is more of a... It's more yellowy, orangey. What is the exact elemental composition of that pan? This pan? This one here? It's aluminum. It is, I'm gonna say 98% aluminum with a coating of something. Scientific word, something. This I can tell you. It's 100% iron with a very, very minor amount of endless amounts of molecules of oil that have been baked into it to make a coating. Now I realize I didn't put, oh wait, I did put salt in. Let me give it a little, see if it needs anything. Oh, that's good. It's a little pungent, I will say. The pungency is unexpected. Oh, no, it's not unexpected. I put 4 cloves of garlic in there. Completely expected. I think that will do, though. Considering I didn't use a recipe. What would I be missing? Yay, my other thing has shipped finally. Okay, let's see. Okay, salsa verde. Let's see what the other people are doing different from me, if anything. I mean, I threw the vegetables in there that I've been needing to use up. Rather than saying, oh, I need exactly 9 tomatillos and 3 serranos. Yeah, looks like we have an onion. This person boils theirs. Look at that. Boiling their vegetables into a pot. Why would they do this? Ah, cilantro. Well, I don't have any cilantro, so that's not happening. Okay, here's the actual recipe. We have serranos, garlic, tomatillos, onion. Basically everything I put in. I mean, instead of the serranos, I put in the peppers I had. 4 cloves of garlic. Four cloves of garlic. Exactly what I put in. But yeah, they boiled their garlic. I think that just might be it. Let's change it up a little then. Because I don't know if there's enough garlic in there, everybody. I don't know if there is. I think I need to put a little bit of garlic powder in there. Do we have anything else I feel like putting in? I don't think so. I think we're good. Oh, wait. Idea. So this, I was gifted this for Christmas. You can see I've used a little bit of it. I have a lot of seasonings. This, kosher salt, oregano, marjoram, which is oregano, black pepper, garlic, citric acid, other spices. Which one of these? There's something I was gifted. I guess it's not that one. Is it this one? Here we go. Black pepper and cilantro on there. There's a little bit. And I didn't put any pepper in, so... maybe that will give us the little bit of missing... oh. There we go. Must be stored with a food processor. Yeah, on the grind setting. Okay. Oh yeah, if everyone remembers, my channel points used to be spoons. Wow, I just broke that glass. I just broke the glass from setting down my gigantic thing of spoons. Okay, let me take those out. That was not part of the bit. I didn't expect my glass to break. It broke cleanly. It's an old jar. It's an old jar that has been holding spoons for a very large period of time. One of them probably cracked the bottom of it finally. Luckily for me, I just have my garbage right here. And I can just sweep everything in. Easy peasy. No problemo. Beware of the spoons. They did not like hearing that they were gotten rid of. What do I replace it with? No. What do I use to hold my spoons now? I could use a deli container, I suppose. It's one of these. I bought these in mass a long time ago. Gotta say, I don't know how you all feel about plastic, but it's very, very good for holding dry things. I wouldn't exactly cook in them. You could. And if you're eating out at a restaurant, guess what? All of your stuff is stored in plastic. There's no glass storing anything there. And they probably cook in it, they warm things up in it. But anyways. Spoons. I have a lot of spoons. I like having a lot of spoons. I like having a lot of spoons because I like to taste my food a lot as I go, and if I'm cooking for people, I don't really want to keep using the same spoon and then just washing it off repeatedly. I think that's good. It's surprisingly really sweet, and I think that's partially because of the chocolate bell pepper I put in. New type of bell pepper, and they call it a chocolate bell pepper because it's brown rather than because it's sweet and tastes like chocolate. There's some people that claim it does taste like chocolate. I think that's just psychosomatic, but... Psychosymptomatic? Is that what the term is? I don't know. Psychosomatic? It's in your head. It's all in your head. Anyway, so that's done now. This tray is clean. So I just put a clean food processor on it, so that's fine. Take this. I'll just store that away for now rather than get a new container for it. Can I take out the blades at least? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Blade comes out easy. I recommend this little thing. Just based on the one little usage I had, but... I don't know, if you keep watching, I guess you'll get updates over time on how well this thing is working. But I got it because it was the most highly recommended one. So... Most highly recommended one, not through Amazon. I will mention that. Not through Amazon. I do not trust a single Amazon-only review. Unless it's like 1 star. Psychosomatic. Okay, so I was right. Psychosomatic. Okay, well, store that away. It's not a perfect storage container. You can't just put it away like this, sadly, because it has to the middle. I don't know if you could see my finger wiggling through there, but it's got a hole right through the bottom. So there is air access if you store it just in here. Not the end of the world, but like it's kind of below, like it's like halfway up the line. Halfway up. So like if you have anything in there and it's a liquid up to this point, I think there's a pretty good chance that it could just... Yeah, I think it could leak up and under, almost. So, it's meant to blend just 4 cups of stuff at a time. And that's definitely what's in there, is 4 cups of stuff. Anyways, we've had this chicken sitting out for long enough now. I'm gonna put this back real quick, and we're gonna mix our chicken. And if you're wondering, hey, do you always cook dinner this unbelievably slowly? No. Just while streaming. If I cooked food as quick as I did in, like, when I'm not streaming this, the stream would be maybe 30, 40 minutes. Plus, I like talking about the stuff that I'm doing here. Now, quick note. I don't know if you can... No, I can really... Oh, wait, I can... Aha! Auxiliary cam. So this is what I... It doesn't go that far. But, you know, sink. Let me give my hand a little wash here, because it's covered in a little bit of chicken gunk. But this is what I do every single time I put anything involving chicken into my sink. I take my cleaner. This is my cleaner that I always keep on me. Like, not like strapped to my side. I don't always literally keep it on me always, but I keep it in the kitchen and around, and I just spray down the entire thing as high up as I can, and I just leave it. I feel like it's the safest thing you can do. Oh yeah, I don't have stream alerts. I did not have a chance to set that up. Hello, Coast. Hello, Smelly Moda. I'm not that smelly. I'm not that smelly. Oh, and Lady S, you need a call tonight. Hope all the food turns out great and no more violent spoons. Great. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by, Lady S. I hope to catch one of your streams again soon. I always seem to catch at the very end. I can count 3 times that I have come into your stream, and 1 minute later, you rated out. I don't even have a chance to say hi. At least I caught your last one, though, I think. Wait, you didn't do the dishes before you made chicken? I did. That is dishes from making chicken so far, and 1 extra plate from last night. No, this is the raw chicken. That was a cutting board covered in chicken. I just put it in the sink, and let me raise this up. And no, maybe not. When I'm cooking, it will be fine. No, I was just saying, when I have anything that touches chicken, I put it into the sink and I immediately spray it with an all-purpose cleaner. Because I don't wash my things immediately. As bad as it may sound, Sarah does all the dishes. I do not like doing dishes. And the trade-off for that is I do all the cooking. So I do all the cooking, she does all the dishes. It's a good cycle. Sometimes I'll wash things as I go, especially if it's like something super easy to clean. But if I'm in a rush, I don't want to spend all my time doing dishes. Well, he didn't do the dishes before I did before I left the barn. Lamau. He doesn't like doing the dishes, and I don't like cooking, so it works. That's why he and Gunther are friends, little liars. Low-key enjoy doing the dishes. And I high-key enjoy doing cooking, so it works out. Oh, yeah, I can... Here. Again, camera angle's a little off. So, like... Here, you can at least... Let me do this. A little bit of live modification of the stream. This is just a little bit of a 3D effect I have. So if I just take this and wrong direction. I'm gonna set this up to do some really cool stuff in the future. But again, I put this together in 1 hour. Anyways, this is some Michigan-made Malabar Island seasoned pepper. Ingredients are black pepper, cilantro, sesame seed, lemon powder, which is dextrose, citric acid, and lemon oil. Paprika, celery, onion. It says onion garlic without a comma. Very specifically without a comma. And other herbs and spices. No salt. I just put a little bit in there because it has enough overlapping shit. Another thing I'm going to do. The salsa verde is mostly for topping, but I'm going to put a little bit of it into the chicken. Not too much. I don't want to add too much moisture, but I want the flavor of the peppers to be in there, especially when it starts to cook down. All the caramelization that did not happen in the oven will then happen when it starts to cook down. Let me roll this table over a little bit too if I can. Probably as close as I can get it. And the food is so good. I love doing the dishes and I love cooking. Hate putting dishes away. Sarah also hates putting dishes away. I will sometimes do it if I'm just suddenly, sporadically in the mood to do it. I like how you can see the wire. You can see the behind the scenes a little bit. But I have no other way to get my face onto the cam yet. I have other things in the mail that will be arriving tomorrow, so hopefully the setup is a little bit more... I don't want to say professional, like I'm trying to like put on a super fancy show, but there will be more things to help me manage doing cooking and doing different camera angles all at the same time. I'm trying to think of what I want to even put in here. I'm going to put in, I think, a little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of cinnamon inside of your Mexican food. So I have a lot of different cuisines. Mexican cinnamon is quite common in a lot of different cuisines. Okay, that's paprika. I keep all of my spices. I order them in bulk, and then I keep them in a nice airtight place. And then when I need some, I will just fill up one of these deli containers. And then once I go through, I'll go downstairs. I'll grab the bulk spice, open it up, fill up the deli container. It's really nice. You can order a lot of seasonings for cheap online. Like if you're buying seasonings in the store and you're like, hey, dude, you're using like maybe $50 worth of seasonings right now. That is basil. Wait, is that basil? That's basil. We're gonna need some salt. Yeah, look online at some different like restaurant supply stores. You'll end up finding quite a few deals on spices. Like when I bought garlic powder, it was 5 pounds. 5 pounds of garlic powder all at once, and it was maybe $20. What you're saying? What kind of pepper is Cuisinart instruction and recipe book? Oh, this is I know the normal thing anyone else would have said is, oh, what pepper is that on the Cuisinart book? But no, you're asking what pepper is this? You're asking me what the pepper is here. You're asking me what this is, what pepper, what? Tastes like nothing. It's not a pepper. It's paper. And this is Chipotle chili powder. I make it myself. This is homemade from my garden. In fact, I'll show you. I think I have a couple extra. But I put these away recently. Yeah, this is all I have left. But these are some... What you do is you get jalapenos, and then you wait for them to ripen. They turn red. And then you smoke them and dehydrate them. And that is what Chipotles are. They are smoked jalapenos. Optionally, you can put them in a jar. You can buy them like in the adobo sauce. I just like to dry mine because drying is by far the best way to preserve peppers. Like at the beginning, we had a lot of peppers here. They've been harvested from my garden for like maybe a week. And look, they're wrinkly. They don't last long being picked. Most fresh foods don't last that long being picked. Oh, this smells so good. Oh, I love it. Nothing can beat homemade spices. I know it's such an extra thing. But like if you're gonna get into gardening, or if you're thinking about getting into gardening in any capacity, this is olive oil, grow herbs. Grow lots of herbs. But importantly, grow culinary herbs. You can grow your own oregano, you can grow your own rosemary, and if you just let that plant go, by the end of the season, you can harvest it, dry it, and you'll have like a decent little jar of every spice you want. And, perk, you can enjoy it fresh. And then whatever's left, you dry it. I do the same thing with sage, I do it with my oregano. I don't preserve my basil, I just use all of it. Because I don't like dried basil that much anyways, it's kind of eh. Obviously there's some things that are harder to do yourself, like... I guess I don't expect everyone to go out into the salt mines and get their own salt. This is... But that's a mineral anyways. Send me some. That is too much work. Just send me the powder. If I ever get enough jalapenos... By the way... Oh, I'll finish. I needed... ADHD, man. I go on 100 tangents of a tangent. I don't get that much powder out of it. You don't really get that much powder for the amount of jalapenos that you grow. Like, this is maybe half of what I had left from an entire harvest. Granted, I don't have that much land. I didn't grow that many jalapenos. But what's bullshit is that... Yeah, let that cook. What's bullshit is that I bought a lot of jalapeno plants and they're all growing bell peppers right now. I was lied to, deceived by the garden center 2 years in a row. Last year they ripped me off of my San Marzanos. Luckily, my San Marzano tomatoes are growing beautifully this year, and they're San Marzanos. They're the tomatoes I paid for. But no, this year, jalapenos. I think it happened to people last year too. There was a huge mix-up with peppers. Last year I bought some poblano plants. Guess what? They turned into shishitos. Not poblanos, shoshitos, which are delicious. I had never tried a shishito beforehand, and I don't think I would have for a long time if I didn't accidentally grow them. So it's like pros and cons, but like I'd rather just have the stuff I paid for. Like, come on now. I mean, there's a little courtesy to my wife I usually, if I can remember to. Anything that I think will dry on and be very hard to wash off, I give that a little bit of a rinse. Or I fill it up with water to soak. Again, if I remember. Sorry, I don't always remember. I remember this happening to you. We had a conversation about it a few weeks ago. Yeah, 2 years in a row. Never had this problem before in all of gardening. And last year, I was mostly saved by the fact that, like, I grew jalapenos last year still. Most people have their jalapenos messed with. I was fine because I saved my own seeds from the year before. Now, I did that this year too, but sadly, a lot of my pepper plants, I don't know what it was, but something with the medium that I used for seed starting, it really did not do a good job. So I only had one round of pepper plants do well, and it was the first round I planted using the store-bought premix of seed starting soil. So honestly, I might just buy seed starting soil forever now. I'll try one more time. In order to make your own seed starting mix, what they do to theirs is they sanitize it. And all it is cocoa coir or peat moss, or a mix, and then a little bit of nutrition, usually a synthetic, and then like perlite, which is the little styrofoam looking things. How hard is it to go to the store to buy the veg you want to plant and harvest the seeds? No, I don't think I answered that. It depends on the plant. It really depends on the plant, because the seeds that you get from the store are usually, they're GMO'd to not be too good at defending themselves on their own. There's nothing wrong with GMO. I encourage GMO. But I encourage sustainable GMO. And what isn't sustainable GMO, and I know most of agriculture is built on this shit. Yeah, this is canola oil. They're Roundup Ready. That's what they're called. Roundup Ready. They're plants that are specifically engineered to be able to withstand giga amounts of a very specific pesticide and herbicide. outside of using those. So if you harvest a plant from the store, you harvest you get a tomato plant from the store, there's a very good chance that tomato is a Roundup Ready tomato. Or something similar. Or it used a hybrid seed. Whenever you buy seeds from anywhere, always look up if they're it's a giveaway if it's a hybrid. Or called a hybrid, straight up. Let me put this in here. I don't know how loud it's going to get. Do this for the camera. If it's a hybrid seed, you can't save the seeds from that. You can't. It's because the genome that the plant uses is unstable. You will get a plant that could be impotent, that will grow a completely different looking pepper, tomato, whatever it may be. It may not grow at all. It may not germinate at all. I actually did know that. Okay, good. Well, I like having questions to answer anyways, even if it's like stuff that the asker knows already. Because there's a lot of people watching that might not know. Yeah, seeds that you can guarantee will grow for you are the organic ones. Maybe don't take my word on it. Do the specific research, but there's different labels or different qualifications you need to be able to call your plant like organic or your produce organic. And I believe one of those is that it has to be grown. I'm cranking this thing up, by the way. You can see high heat. If it's an organic thing, it's likely grown from a plant called an heirloom plant. And whenever you find heirloom seeds, that plant the seeds from that, if they grow successfully on ripe fruit, and you harvest the seeds and take care of them, they are guaranteed to grow the same plant next year. Granted, there wasn't any crossover. If you plant two different types of heirloom peppers together, there's a very good chance that if the bee that pollinated it didn't hop from, say, a jalapeno plant to another jalapeno plant, say it hopped from a banana pepper plant to a jalapeno plant, there's a good chance that you could get a hybrid, an unstable hybrid, that you can then, year after year, try to stabilize. You can make your own peppers. This is agriculture 101 for humanity. This is why we have ultra corn. This is why we have giant potatoes. This is why we have giant tomatoes that don't poison you. It's all because humans over time have bred for very specific traits, and we've completely transformed all of the plants that we eat. There's very little that's natural anymore to what it originally was. Corn was a little grain. It looked like wheat. Aluminum spoon and cast iron is diabolical. I don't think it's aluminum. It might be. Again, I bought these in mass from the same restaurant supply store, so it might be aluminum. I'm careful. I'm very careful with my cast iron. You can see I take care of it. I don't scrape too much. And besides, when I'm making like hamburgers, I use this pan, and then I think it was just used yesterday, so let me grab it out of the dishwasher. Dishwasher didn't completely clean it super well. There's a little stuck thing on there. I use this, and I just scrape it right across. Nothing comes up because of how well I season this. And I also don't normally use a spoon. I don't know why I'm using a spoon. It just feels right now. In fact, I'll do what I normally do. I use my wooden spatulas. Now this pan was probably a little too big, or too small for the amount of chicken I have in here. It is overcrowded. But because it's in cast iron and it's being cooked at such a high heat, and I've got a good amount of seasoning on there, it should brown up nicely still. So let's see, components we have so far for our tacos. We have salsa verde, that's orange because I put a lot of red peppers into it. We have chicken being cooked right now. You gotta walk, yes I do. I was tempted to cook this on the wok. I really, really was. I don't know why I didn't. But I have this, a nice carbon, is it carbon steel? It's something, but it's seasoned. I seasoned this myself. It was completely bare metal when I bought it. It's got a lot of hair on it for some reason. And you wash it off. I bet a cat was rubbing up against it. I'll make stir fry for y'all sometime. Because when I make stir fry on this stove, it comes out restaurant style. It really, really cooks at a very high temperature very quickly. Perks of having a fancy stove, I guess, but you could probably get the same thing to happen on a decent induction burner. You have the same one, also seasoned to perfection. You got it from Walmart then, I'm assuming. At least that's where I got mine. I never go to Walmart. I've maybe been 3 times in the last couple years, but I went to a Walmart maybe, I think it was 2 years at this point, maybe 3. I was looking everywhere for a PlayStation 5. So I dreadfully walked into a Walmart, and no PS5, but I left with a cast iron. Got it for Christmas. It's a very, very good wok. I think I paid $25 for it. The only downside, and this is a decent downside, I think, is that on a really good wok, you want metal and wood. This has plastic. The amount of times that I used this, for maybe the first 20, 30 times that I used this, horrible, horrible plastic smell emitted from the handle. And it's 100% because, well, metal touching plastic, very hot pan designed to cook as hot as you can feasibly get it. Of course it's going to start decomposing. So, eventually, I like that wok enough, I'm probably going to just have the handle replaced with a wooden one. Because there's no reason to just get an entirely new wok. The metal's fine. The handle just needs to be made of wood. And that's not too hard to do. People replace wooden tools all the time. Yeah, so this chicken might end up a little overcooked, but that's not going to be the end of the world. Because it's so small. And it sat in the seasoning for a little bit. Not as much as I would really like, but hey. Oh yeah, JK, I have a wooden handle. Okay, well then, there you go. You got the perfect wok. You can't really see the smoke coming up, but hey, there's a lot of it here. Yeah, we're getting that nice browning is starting to happen. And as you can see, really nicely seasoned cast iron. I'm super, super heavily seasoned chicken. Lots of powders on there. No stickage. Maybe a little on the sides, but very, very little stickage. Yeah, these are going to come out great. This camera could be maybe positioned a little bit better. Okay, now that's his chest cam. Up a little. Now, I don't know where Gunther is on his train right now, but he did say that he wanted to come in. I don't think he's making it. It's already 11? I don't know, maybe. I don't know where his train is. I think he... The one that he's on, it was like going through mountains, right? I don't know if it still is. He said he was going to the East Coast. So my guess, he might be in... Well, he said he was going to Chicago, like stopping in Chicago. So maybe he's in, like, Montana. Or the Dakotas. Somewhere without a lot of internet, surely. I'm just really surprised the train he's on doesn't have any internet service. A multi-day train with no internet. That's just weird. It's like, enjoy the cell towers you're passing by for the moment you get access, I guess. Okay, so let's start getting the accoutrement ready. We already have our salsa verde. We're gonna get a little bit of sour cream, but I'm gonna make a little bit of a what's it called? I forget. It's like a lime and sour cream mix. I forget. I've completely forgotten what they're called. Let's see. I got some of that I'm gonna make, and then I've got tortillas. Some corn tortillas. I'm going to show you all a really, really wonderful trick. I need to hop over and go into my garage real quick. There's that Cuisinart pepper. I'm going to show you a really, really good technique for warming up corn tortillas. Oh, back over. Back over. I need a longer cable for that goddamn thing. Okay. Whew. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Get that char on there. Not too much. In fact, I would say that whatever residual heat is in this cast iron, that's gonna cook this up the rest of the way for us. That's it. Take a gander at that. Yeah, that is good right there. Okay. And I do one other method for this too, or one other thing. I give it a little bit of a chop, but I'm going to let it cool down a little bit first. Let's get over to the accoutrement for the tacos. This, honestly, the stuff that you put on your tacos, unless you have the most fantastic carne asada or oh, what the hell is it called? The pork. Sarah, the pork. The pork that I make. What is it called? I've forgotten. I've made it so many times. And I've ordered it from restaurants so many times, but I can't remember things right now. I'll eventually have another camera. So the plan, I want to point this out to people real quick. I'm too hungry to think straight. I think I am too. So you can see right there, I have a little camera arm. That's what this camera on that you're looking through right now, assuming this camera I'm pointing at on the other camera. That's what that was sitting on just now. Right now, this is on a tripod that you can see. I have another one of those arms coming in. I'm going to put it right there so that you can get a nice top-down view for when I am chopping or mixing or doing general countertop activities. All this LED lighting under here is also new. I had it laying around for a little while, but I used it finally for something. Another little tossy toss, and you can see, nice little. Oh God, the camera quality is so different. Nice little charred bits. That's what I like. It's good stuff. Okay, so taco accoutrement here, and I can get the screen out so I can actually see. Maybe. Sure, this works. So what I do, and you don't need one of these tortilla warmers. It's just I find it convenient. You could easily do this, what I'm about to show you, with a regular plate of any type. But what you simply do is you take your corn tortilla. Now, I don't know how many people warm up their corn tortillas properly. In fact, I don't know how many people don't warm them up at all and then say, oh, I hate corn tortillas. They suck. But what you do, so you get yourself a little bit of oil. You get yourself a little brushy brush. And you take a paper towel. Or I imagine you could use a cotton towel. I wouldn't really use plastic for this personally, but if you have an all-natural towel made of fibers that are not plastic derivative, or paper towel, you simply get the paper towel wet, you wring it out. You wring it out a bit. Then you unfold it, like so. Put that in your warmer or on your plate. Take your corn tortilla, put a little bit of oil on, and you could put the oil into a bowl so you could just dip it over and over. I already have it in a squeeze bottle, so I find this to be the most convenient. A bit more oil. Then you just very, very thin coating of oil on there. And usually the first one gets the most because it has to stick on you don't want it to stick to the bottom. And if you don't have one of these plastic things, the ones that are made of like the yarn or string, those work a lot better. I just don't have one for some reason. Put a little bit of oil, a little bit of the spready spread, and then you just do that for however many corn tortillas you want. Put one on, put a little oil, do a little spready spread. I like to do 2 corn tortillas per taco. I think it has the most structural integrity. 1 corn tortilla can work, but it's iffy. They can fall apart really easily, especially these ones here. Spread, spread, spread. How many is that? That's 1 taco's worth, 2 tacos worth, half a taco's worth. Sarah, how many tacos are you gonna want? 3? 2? And do you want to double stack your tortillas, or do you want to have single stack tortillas? Two tacos and double stack. Got it. Okay, so this should be enough. In fact, it's probably more than enough. So then what you do is you take this little thing here, and then you put the top layer over. And if you're microwaving, this is all you need to do. Or if you're using a plate, this is all you need to do. because I have the little lid here, it's going to help the steaming environment. What you do is you put this into the microwave. I'm going to walk over to the microwave. You simply put it in for, I've always been told 1 minute, but I think that there's a little bit of scaling. Like if you're doing like 50, you're not putting that in for a minute. And I don't think you would stack them all at the same time either. But for enough for one dinner, 1 minute will be fine. And what it's going to do is it's going to warm up and steam those corn tortillas and make them incredibly pliable and really sweet. Now when that goes off, I'm just going to let them sit in there for a bit to wallow in their steam. And that's why you put the layers of oil on there. One, it adds a little bit of a nice texture, but two, it stops them from sticking. That's the main reason you do it. You know, I just thought of something. If you have spray pan, just this shit, you might be able to just do a just for however many you need. It might put the perfect amount of oil on there. All right. I'm gonna check if they're done. Oh yeah. Yep, it does not take long. I'm just gonna let these sit. Do that right here. And now, we're gonna make, crema. That's what it's called, crema. Optimally, you'd want fresh lime juice. You can't really beat fresh. But I'm going to use a little bit of the concentrate here. Whenever I'm using concentrate, I use maybe from concentrate. It's not concentrated right now. I use maybe a third of the amount, strictly because the taste is off from regular lime juice. If you've ever tried to make lemonade with concentrated lemonade or concentrated lemon juice, you understand how bad it is. Anyways, I'm only making enough for dinner here, so I'm just gonna make a small amount. We've got, and there, let me, whoop! Look at that. Higher up. Kind of a weird angle, but it works. I don't think I need this, Okay, so, a little bit of the sour cream. Is this yogurt still good? Let's see. Looks good to me. It's a non-fat yogurt, so it's a little bit odd in its texture. And it's sitting for a while, but I like to add a little bit in just to make it marginally less fatty, because I like quite a bit of this on there, so. And the yogurt tends to have a slightly different flavor than the sour cream that I think is nice. A little bit of the lime juice in there. Again, not too much. And then if you wanted, you could put in cilantro is the most common addition. And if you're using fresh lime juice, it will water it down enough. But you can see this is a little thick, and I want it to be a nice drizzle. So I'm just gonna go over to the sink and add in, I think that's maybe a tablespoon of just water. You can put in milk if you're weirded out by the concept of putting water in, but it really doesn't make it taste weird or dilute it. So we have that. We have the tortillas. Let's see, what else? I think that's probably good. We have our salsa verde, the highlight. We have our chicken. I'm gonna assemble these over here. Little mat. Yeah, look how that chicken came out. Take a gander. It's just, got the little charred bits on there. You got, good shit. The only problem when you're making anything with chicken is you kind of have to taste your seasoning mix before you put it in. Because obviously you don't want to be trying the raw chicken. And then there's only marginal seasoning changes you can do afterwards. Anyways, this is the next step that I was talking about that I do to my chicken when I'm making tacos. And you'll see this done similarly to any slow-cooked meat that you get in a taco form. They'll chop it up in a similar way to this. Except they use cleavers. This whole cleavers. Water is less weird than milk, I am. Yeah, I agree. But when it comes to the dairy product, there can be an argument, I guess, for using the milk. Carbuncle-fueled nuclear fusion achieved atop the spire. That's great. Great. Is it brighter than the Paladin-induced fusion? Anyways, I don't go too crazy with it, but when you're chopping just straight up and down like this, the bits that are already small go to the sides, and you end up just getting the big chunks of shit. And you don't need to get it perfectly. I just do it to break up the texture a little bit. Now, admittingly, this chicken I think turned out slightly drier than I would like, and that's because I overcrowded the pan when I cooked it. I had to cook it for longer to get the char, which made more of the water leave. That's not that bad, actually. Now, how do people feel about, like, me eating on camera? Because it's like, watch me, like, delicious. God, that is so good. Oh. It's been a while since I've made tacos like this. Oh, that is so good. I got one moment. Had to blow my nose, and I figured you did not want to hear that. Let me try to be a better presenter of food. I'll describe the taste. I'll tell you how much umami it has. Got the bite. Again, this is just the meat. This is the highlight. Oh. Perfectly salted all the way through. Despite not brining it in any way, because it's small and it's chopped, it doesn't matter. You don't brine ground beef, for example. Not usually. Chicken tastes like alligator. But yeah, the spice levels. Outstanding spice levels, not too hot. I would say it's equivalent to maybe something you put sriracha in, not sriracha itself. It's got smokiness from the char, the smoked salt, and the chipotle. The pepper flavor is really good. You can tell that there's a little bit of this salsa verde put in there. You got all those little elements in there as well. It tastes bright. It tastes... Oh, it's got everything. It's got absolutely everything. And then once these tacos are assembled, oh. Let's get this baby rolling. Let's get Sarah's tacos assembled. Tastes like frog, but less fishy. See, I've never had gator or frog. I have no desire to have either. Okay, so we're going real basic today. All things considered. I would like to have maybe some chopped, I used to do slaw. Oh, Sarah, remember when I used to do the slaw? When I was doing cooking streaming, you know, before today, before my return, I maybe made these types of chicken tacos maybe 3-4 times on stream in different ways. Oh, the slaw. The slaw was so good. We don't have any cabbage, though. Next time. So what I did for the slaw is I would just take a little chunk of cabbage. I would take a little mandolin, put it onto the thinnest setting you could. And then shred, 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 shred. And then I would make a very, very watery vinaigrette. Like a creamy vinaigrette. It would basically be this creme fraiche, but really watered down and with a little bit of vinegar instead of the lime. And then I would mix that into the slaw, and I would put a huge pile of that on every single taco, and it was outstanding. All right, let's look at these. So we've got our corn tortillas. Again, microwaved, let sit for a moment, and look at this. Look at that. To remind you, this is what they were beforehand. I mean, everyone's had these, and these have been in my fridge for a while. We're going to ignore the fact that it says best by March 27th. So they're old. These are old. These are old. They're not as bad as they could be. If they were really old, they'd be crumbling in my hand right now, but like, they're floppy. They've got, I mean, I really gotta try to not break this, but like, you can't, it's firm, it's crumbly, it's not something you would want to eat, obviously. And a lot of people, when you just put it on the stove, it's not enough to breathe life into these things. It really isn't. You really, really gotta do the microwaving method. Because they just get, oh, they're so sweet. They taste so sweet. And look at that. You put the oil on, and it just sometimes there's a little bit of damage. God, I really have to zoom in. Sometimes there's a tiny bit of damage, but like, it's negligible. And it just means you gotta oil more evenly the next time. See what I mean? A little bit came off the other one. But there we go, 2 tortillas. Then put on the chicken. You can pile these high, you can pile these low, do whatever you want. Some people I know, they use the extra tortilla. They'll eat with the first one, and then whatever falls out, they'll eat with the second one. I don't think that's what you're supposed to do, but hey. There's no rules. Do what you want. And there we go, that salsa verde. Let me get that little taste again here. A little bit. Ah. First time I've made salsa verde with homemade tomatillos. Again, not too hot. I didn't add any sugar, but it's got like a nice sweetness to it from roasting. And from the special peppers I grew. The chocolate peppers. Those are real sweet, even when picked a little underripe. I highly, if anyone wants to grow peppers or anyone's into gardening, grow chocolate bell peppers. They are fantastic. Yeah, the slaw would be perfect on these. Oh, I'm sad I did not think of that. Let me try this before I put it in. I don't do this when I'm cooking for people. Like, I don't dip my finger in and do this. Is because I'm cooking for me and my wife. A little drizzle. Just a little drizzle on top. You can use a spoon. You can, if you're serving a lot of people. If you're having Taco Tuesday, it's Taco Tuesday. I just realized it's goddamn Taco Tuesday. I didn't make these because it's Tuesday. It just happens to be Tuesday, and it's Taco Tuesday. If you're celebrating your Taco Tuesday, hey, do this. This is so scalable. Just, you cut more chicken breasts. If you have enough chicken breasts, just put it in the oven. Crank that shit up as high as you can go. You can make as much of this as you need, make as much of this as you need, warm up as many tortillas as you need, and you can have, I mean, and get some slaw. Whether it's the pre-bag stuff or you slice up your own, get some slaw. Anyways, Sarah, you're in the living room, right? I think you're in the living room. No, you're not. I don't know how far this camera will go. Sarah, I will put these in the dining room. Come and pick them up when you can. Because I'm going to assemble mine and give people the full idea what these taste like together. We've got the components. We've got the tortillas that are falling apart. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have one little single. We're gonna see what that's like. The rest are doubled. Again, perfectly steamed. Super pliable. Get some of the chicken. Again, I'm looking forward to doing Thursday. For everyone, we're doing soup di giorno. If you're unfamiliar with what soup di giorno is, feel free to look up Skunk Paste on YouTube. And is it soup di giorno video? Soup di giorno is the second thing I made on stream way back in 2021. And I'm going to be doing it again on Thursday because Gunther, Grapebird, made it recently on stream. And he made orc dinner, which was not even close. So I decided I was going to make it again. I helped. I love doing helping. Can you do Skunk Paste Soda Challenge too? The Hot Dr. Pepper? Hot Docky Peppy? You're talking about Hot Docky Peppy. I don't know if you're talking about the scalding pepper. Glucose Gulper. I'm unfamiliar. Send me a link. Do the work for me. Yeah, I'm just putting a lot of this on. Oh yeah, there we go. Tasty, tasty. And then, give me some of that. And you really do want a creamy element with tacos, however you decide to do it. There's vegan routes. You can do, I mean, obviously the chicken isn't vegan, but if you were doing these with tofu or a meat replacement of some sort, the salsa verde is vegan entirely. The corn tortillas are vegan, I think. Sometimes you'll get them made with lard. These ones, I believe, are just made with... You check here. Water, whole grain corn, 2% of less, or of glycerin, preservatives, and xanthan gum. So it's just water. It's just your standard masa. Sometimes people put lard into them, especially if you're making flour tortillas. They like putting the lard in them. Yeah, you can make this with like a cashew cream. Really watered down cashew cream. You can, you know, there's vegan There's vegan mayos. You could do it with a little bit of a mayo. Okay, let's see what this is here. What in the hell? Okay, one sec. We gotta... I do not have this set up properly to view this. Let me... Camera... Let's see what the video... Jesus Christ. Okay, I need to share this somehow. I am on one small-ass monitor. Good lord. Okay, well, yeah, we're on this scene. I guess add? Add. Window capture. Sure, just instant. This is why I use studio mode, everybody. Usually. Because I just clicked it and it immediately said, oh, okay, hey, you're watching this now. Okay, what is this? What is this content?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Glucose Gulper 98 here with another epic Coke challenge.
I don't know if you're seeing this properly.
This one's gonna be to see if I can do this whole in 20. Ready for the challenge? I bet you're ready for the challenge. This one's to see if I can do the challenge. If I can put all of this,
So you're gonna
all of
do
these
the
in my
I have the
body.
activate Windows thing
If
over
I
my
can put the
goddamn
20
screen.
Put the
Stop.
Coke in me for 20, then I'll know I've completed the challenge. This is from a request. So this is Glucose Gulper 98 with his Coke.
Holy shit. He's doing it. I don't know if it's gulping as much as it is drowning, but... Holy shit, dude. You're just... How much do you think he got down there? Maybe 1 can?
Well, guys, it looks like I completed the challenge. So if you're up for the...
Oh, he did it. That's the challenge. Cool.
If you're up to do the challenge yourself, then take the challenge.
Yeah,
You
dude.
guys like the challenge?
Hell yeah, Zach.
Glucose.
Dude, that's intense. I don't know how he got away with that. I mean, back to, this is what we were listening to. BRB getting tacos. His damn challenge looks sick, though. Holy gulp. His nose gulped. Do that. Do his what it does. How about I do the taco gulp challenge? How about I do the taco gulp challenge? And you know what? Let's change up the angle. Let's live a little bit. There, I'll put you down a little bit lower so that you have to look up at me. Yeah, there we go. Tacos. Tacos, everybody. Delicious. Does him do don't? Fill a 2-liter with taco filling and drink it periodically while gaming on stream until someone asks. I don't think that would take long. But I know if you were the only viewer in that stream, you would never bring it up. No. Really tasty. You know what comes through a lot more when it's fully assembled? Is the cinnamon. The taste of cinnamon in tacos, or, you know, food in general. Oh, so good. It is so sweet tasting. It tastes unbelievably sweet. You can tell the tortilla shells have definitely been out of date for several months, though. They're despite my method, breathing as much life into them as possible, they're still a little dry. Put the salsa verde and the crema help with that. I am going to deliver my wife her tacos real quick. I will be right back. I didn't even make the full BRB screen. This is all you get. Can you do a funny dog award show? Show me some dogs. Show me some dogs and I'll see what they're doing. See what they're up to. Maybe I should switch off the BRB screen. Yay, it's just one screen. Can you open your window and bark out of it as loud as physically possible? Absolutely not. No. No siree. I'm good. Especially if one of them happens to be looking in and I'm just wearing a chef hat barking. Can you abuse me? Go fuck yourself. Ratatouille but dog. How did you know I had that in there? You could tell that there was a Chihuahua in here the whole time? Like, I thought I hit it really well. Yeah, put a Great Dane in the hat. I couldn't fit a Great Dane in there, but there's... there's no Chihuahua in here. There's no Chihuahua in my hat. Ooga booga booga. Ugh! Oh, wow. Wow, you... Oh, man. You can't do that to me. Not while I'm eating. I might die. I might choke. I might die. I might choke. I might die. Hey, chatters, who's this guy? Some guy with a chihuahua. I told you there's no Chihuahua in my hat. There's none. 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 There's none. There's no. No. There's no Chihuahua that's in my hat. Didn't quite catch that. Gunther's taking the rails on the crazy train. However it goes. He's gone insane. And I'm not elaborating. Did he hijack? Did he hijack the train? We were discussing if that was something that he did. I thought it was likely. Moldmancer also thought it was likely. But since you're his caretaker, I figured you would know. Yeah, he hijacked the crazy train. I'll help him if he hasn't yet. Oh, okay. Dude, do the citric acid challenge. You want me to do the citric acid challenge? You want me to do the citric acid challenge? You want me to down a spoonful of citric acid? Something unhinged. Something that shouldn't be done. You want me to do that? I hate how one part of my mustache twirls and the other doesn't. It makes me look dumb. You're a spoonful and a half. Please don't. To top what's his name. Look at the flower on the bag. It's so inviting. The flower, yeah. It's a very lovely looking flower. It's vegan. 100% vegan. Natural preservative and flavor enhancer. There's 5 calories in half a teaspoon. How did you fit that much in there? Citric acid is a natural and versatile ingredient that is widely used in various industries, including food, beverage, cosmetic, and pharmaceutical. In the food and beverage industry, citric acid is used as a flavor enhancer, acidity regulator, and a preservative. It is commonly found in soft drinks, fruit juices, candies, and other processed foods. Citric acid provides a sour taste, adds a refreshing tanginess to food and drinks. Warning, irritant, may cause skin and eye damage. Or irritation, it doesn't say damage. Wash hands thoroughly after handling. Use eye protection and avoid eye contact. Refrain from skin or clothing exposure. Do not ingest. I want to point that out, that it says on here, do not ingest. Don't do it. Oblivion dialogue hating. Let me see if I can I get that? Hey, Jamie, can we zoom in on that? Do not ingest. Avoid combining with chlorine products to prevent the release of harmful fumes. First aid treatment. If there's eye or skin contact, rinse thoroughly with abundant water. For persistent eye irritation, seek prompt medical advice. If swallowed, contact a poison control center or doctor immediately. Avoid inducing vomiting. Hey Mia, how long did Gunther have, stomach pain for after he tried a teaspoon or a tablespoon full of this? I think on last Thursday. Is this chicken tacos? Is that what the title means? Yes. Yeah, please don't ingest. As your wife, I'm asking you, please not. Ha ha ha, dude. Weren't you the one who said it to his face? Or said it was safe? No. No. Well, I think I think I told him to drink an immense amount of water after doing it. Like, a lot. This is my first time hearing about it. I was at work. Oh, he did it because he knew he could get away with it. I told him it was safe to do a small amount of it after drinking a lot of water. I guarantee that is what the Poison Control Service would have told him. It says don't induce vomiting. They probably would have asked him, okay, how much did you eat? Oh, a tablespoon. Okay, just drink a lot of water. Fun streamer. Are you saying that sarcastically about me, sarcastically about him? Or is it genuine affection? Are you saying, haha, you're so fun. I love watching your streams. You're a funny guy. I'm going to try an immensely small amount. Not a whole fucking tablespoon. I am going to take the tiniest amount that you would get in the bottom of a bag of, like, sour gummy bears. Fun streamer joke bit. Oh, him. Don't swallow it. I guess I could just not swallow it, yeah. He needs to stop using weird and strange food dares as entertainment. He's done it for as long as I've known him. It scares me for his health. Did he ever tell you about the Bloody Mayo incident? Do tell. I have not heard of this Bloody Mayo incident. I need like the found footage cam to be operating properly for this. The next shoe nice. I'm not going to be your lol cow. His friend got a nosebleed and they... Anyway, so I'm going to try a little bit of this. I'm going to see how sour it is. And I think I can, using my culinary palate, I can then deduce how much a spoonful of this would have done. So for reference, I'm using this very small amount that I cannot not show you the exact amount there. I'll put it back to what it was. It's maybe a quarter. It's 10 calories worth. 10 calories worth. Two servings, I think. 3 of my favorite substances, all in one condiment. Yeah, we're trying this out. Oh my god. Gunther! 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 What the fuck is wrong with you? You swallowed that! What the hell? Why did you swallow that? Hey, can someone tell me what the hell we're making? Sour taco. Here, I'll show you. Tacos. What's remaining of the tacos? So I made Garden Fresh green salsa verde that just happens to be a little bit orange because of I used ripe peppers. A quick question, why did you do that? A very small amount, I was curious. And and I spit it out. I'm not going to do things that are going to hurt me. Not on purpose. It had a very weird evolution of taste. That was odd. It went from just being like initially just regular sour, and then it started to taste like the strongest lemon you could imagine. And then when I was washing my mouth out, it was just lemonade. I was creating lemonade by drinking water or swishing water and then spitting out. Yeah, I did an incredibly small amount compared to what he did, and he swallowed it. That started to hurt my tongue after. Slightly. How the fuck did he eat that? And then... Was he playing Outer Wilds? I think he just finished the stream. Like, he played a horror game. Regular sour to ion channels breaking down. Lemonade sans lemons. The face he made when he took it is burned into my brain like an LCD screen. It was in the middle of the stream, and he just went back to it. That's insane. Anyways, salsa verde, delicious, delicious, garden fresh. Garden fresh. My face is being blocked. Garden fresh salsa verde. Homegrown tomatillos. Homegrown peppers. Homegrown onion. And garlic I bought from Costco, admittingly. And then there's chicken. Chicken on top, that's the bird. That's the bird. Corn tortillas. And a little bit of like a lime and sour cream liquid. What's the vision in this camera on the top left? Oh, that's my probation officer's camera. It has to be on, but I sapped it so I could use it for stream. That's not a grape bird, is it? No, I did say this taco was pretty sweet. All right, for everyone who's on the edge of their seats, wondering how the fidelity of the single tortilla taco is compared to the 2 tortilla strength that you normally get. It's fine, I guess. My food is stone cold. As if it's been sitting out for hours. Hours on end. Stone Cold Steve Austin taco. But it's very delicious. If anyone's curious, hopping in now. Okay, I want a good taco. I want a good taco with ingredients I have lying around the house. Granted, the ingredients are... I mean, you could buy green salsa. You don't have to make your own. I highly, highly recommend it. This is the best salsa verde I've ever had, and it's not even green. I'm very happy that I grew tomatillos this year, though. I'm going to be making an assload of salsa verde. I've already been up to canning shit, too. Cool kitchen stuff. Thank you, Polycubic. I saw you were streaming earlier. I would have hopped in, but I was putting together this entire setup within an hour. My OBS is just... My BRB screen is a dancing cat, and that's it. Would you look at that? The man of the hour. The man on the crazy train. Tim. Woo! Sorry I completely missed you during my birthday. Got a little crazy after you showed up. Finally inconsistent. Today, the birthday stream today. Hello, Fresby. Uh-oh, Gunther going off the rails on a... Yeah, he hijacked it. You think he can get away with it, too? Hijacking a train on the only passenger train service in America. Bold move. Bold move. Birthday stream from Sunday. Ah. Oh. That was a good taco. That was a good taco. That was delicious salsa verde. I need to put the rest of this away. But yeah, if you're curious, if you want a really good taco recipe, really, really good, I mean, this is probably the best chicken taco meat that I've ever made. And it was just completely improv tonight here on the Masternoda Twitch.tv channel. I'm just putting the rest of my food away here. But it is for everyone joining, it is a chicken taco with various seasonings, some of which I grew myself. Thank you very much. Green salsa verde, that I made with tomatillos I grew, with peppers I grew, with garlic that I bought from the store. It is loading. You had a taco. Hi, Mia. Hi, boyfriend. Nice hat, dookie hat. Thanks, it's not holding a chihuahua. Also, hi, Noda. Hi, Mia. Hi, Gunther. Hi, Fresby. Hi, Cube. Hi, Cubert. 99% silent, 1% burp. Okay. I got that. And I need to put away the salsa verde. And then how about... Who wants to work on... Who's interested in dessert? I don't know what the fuck I would do. I didn't plan on doing dessert, but I figured a lot of you just showed up. A lot of you just showed up now. I gotta entertain the people. You all are used to like a really long 6-hour to 8-hour stream from Gunther 3 days a week. And I don't usually stream for more than 4 hours. And when I did my cooking streams from 2021 until early 2022, I think, I would stream for like 2 hours. Then I would fuck off and eat the rest of my dinner, basically. I was doing cooking streaming like 3 days a week. I don't need to be like standing over there. I can be right here. You can get this view. This view right here. Just be you and me. Can you make a mug cake in the microwave? Mug moment, talking about root beer. We're gonna make a root beer cake. Root beer, a mug and a mug. Mug cake and a mug. In the microwave. Thanks, Mold, for the clipping. Sounds like a chili lime. Hey man, where are the jorts? We talked about jorts. I'm wearing jorts. I don't know what you're talking about. They're just really long. Sadly, the longest pair of jorts I have. Ooh, soda cake is yummy. Can you bake some jorts, please? Coca-Cola cake is a thing? Yeah. Dr. Pepper cake is a thing too, I think. Oh, hey, Gunther. Guess what I did? Guess what I did, buddy boy? Guess what I did? You're insane. You're absolutely batshit insane. You're nuts. I don't know why you did what you did. I had maybe a quarter of a teaspoon, or a half a teaspoon. And I needed to, like, spit. Well, I wasn't going to swallow it. But I had it in my mouth for a little, like, maybe 10 seconds. I don't know if anyone clipped it. If no one clipped it, it was useless. I can't monetize that. But it specifically says on here, I do want to note something to you. It says, use eye protection, avoid eye contact, refrain from skin and clothing exposure, do not ingest. If swallowed, contact a poison control center or doctor immediately. Avoid inducing vomiting. Weird. Huh. Weird. Anyways, I got my two things put away. I gotta grab the little lid from over here. I don't know if I'm still getting picked up on the mic. If I'm falling apart, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know that. I need to know how far I can walk away from the microphone before it starts to cry and shit itself. Anyways, I gotta put these in the portal real quick. Don't mind me. Something smells off in the portal. I'm gonna have to talk to my wizard. Did I kill myself? Are you on the train to heaven? Are you on the railroad tracks to the afterlife? You meet some really awesome people on the train. Do you know if they were recently in major medical incidents with a low likelihood of survival? All of them, like every one of them that you saw. If so, I don't think you're going to the East Coast. But we'll see. I gotta listen, I need to figure out what I want for dessert. I don't know if a mug of cake is the play. Let me show y'all what I got. Let me give you a little tour of the cupboard. I'll show you what I got, what we're working with. I've got sprinkles. This camera does not need to be on. I've got sprinkles. Moose Tracks ice cream melted into soup. Oh, fresh out. Sorry. Yeah, it's weird. They all have little to no memory of how they got here. And the last thing they remember is a horrible accident. Weird. You missed it? You missed the sprinkles? I was ready and I missed it. Ready for what? The fuck were you ready for? Anyways, oh, 1206, you missed 1206! Damn. I did too, show sprinkled. Okay. Anyways, I got sprinkles. I've got a butter extract. Repackaged thing of peppermint oil. I've got movie theater butter flavored oil blend. Colonel Seasons. Weird name. I've got some Texas toast garlic and butter flavored croutons. Springle. Well, I'll try a little Springle. Who wants a Springle review? We're gonna try some Sprinkles. These are Bready Kroger sprinkles, rainbow. Sugar vegetable oil, palm and palm kernel, my two favorite oils. Cornstarch, confectioner's glaze. I don't know why he would do that to it. Dextrin, red 40. Yellow 6. Yellow 5. Blue 1. They all have lake after it for some reason. Natural and artificial flavor. Soy lectin, red 3. And Carnival Aruba wax. Contains soy and gluten-free. Yep, that's a sprinkle. A couple of them, actually. Believe it or not. So that's a thing. Do something with sprinkles. What else do I got? I got milk. I could make pudding, but like, that surely wouldn't be done in time. And I don't think you guys want to watch me eat boiling hot chocolate pudding. Okay, you definitely would, but I don't know if I would want to do that. I have, tough flour. I've got Double O pizza flour. Really cool Italian spy. I've got a taco seasoning mix that I use for a very specific 7-layer dip. I've got some gelatin. I've got some agar-agar. I've got some Biscoffs. Quinoa. Some xanthan. Oh, damn it. We don't have any ice, but I could have made my orange drink. My famous orange drink. It's a drink. It's flavored like oranges. It's delicious. And I'm all out of ice. I don't have my ice maker anymore. I returned it because it sucked. It started to break, and it was $300, so I didn't feel like keeping it when I could have gotten a refund, and I did. So I rented an ice maker from Costco for a little while. Tough flour here. Got the peppermint there. I don't know. What should I do? What should I do? I need ideas, people. I need ideas. I have pumpkin puree. Why is Mr. Noda dressed like a pizza man but telling stories like a fisherman? I can do many things. Such as cook. And it's definitely not a dog in the back of my hat that's doing all the work. I don't want to be accused of this. Anyways, Demighty Gamer, welcome in. Also, everyone, I don't know if I said hi to everyone. I think I did. Hello, everyone. Everyone watching. Everyone who has been watching. Everyone that will be watching but hasn't been talked to yet. Hello, Whiskey. Oh my god, it is the Real Innovative Solutions Master Chef, Master Noda. Hello, I am the Mighty Gamer. Glad to see you live again, mate. Yeah, it's good to be glad. It's good to be it's good to be glad. I'm glad to be happy, and I'm happy to be glad. I'm happy to be streaming. I'm happy to be doing cooking streaming again. Of all goddamn things, I'm happy to be doing cooking streaming again. Makes me happy. Makes me happy to do food and teach people about cooking cool things. Even if it takes me a while to do it. Welcome to Josh. Can you threaten me with a big knife? Oh, you want me to do that classic clip? One moment. I've had just about enough. There you go. There you go. There you go, Mold Mancer. I know you've been looking for that one. I know you like it when I do that. Eep! Hey Mia, hey DV Painter, hey Demighty Gamer, hey Deshaun. DeJoshon. Gunny, and any lurkers. Yeah, shout out to the lurkers, by the way. If you're just learning how to cook some good food. And also to everyone showing up now, again, I just got done making the best formulated together, not the best taco, but the best taco meat and the best salsa verde that I have ever had. So, if you have some time and you want to know how to make a good taco, and you can get through my rambling, I highly recommend skimming through the VOD. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I've reiterated that a whole bunch at this point. I don't know how many times I can talk about the things I put in the tacos, but a lot of garden fresh stuff, a lot of stuff I grew myself in my garden. Ugh, that was a burp coming out when I said garden. Anyways, to everyone, whoever subs in the next 5 minutes gets entered into a giveaway to win the plastic knife, the very thin plastic knife that came with my new food processor. Remember, you need 100 gift subs per raffle entry to win this awesome knife we're giving away. Did you put any citric acid in the tacos? No. I'm coming down for a second. Can you give me a Diet Pepsi? You got it. I gotta, one moment, I gotta either limbo or I gotta do something. Yeah, it's easier to go under the wire than above it. Crazy. It's almost like a guy with arthritis can go under things and over them easier. Can anyone hear me? Can I still be heard? I'd be surprised if I could. You know what's great is I also have 2 phones. Okay. There you go. Yep. I have two microphones, so that means I can do some ASMR cutting of things. Board cutting. No, we can't hear you. Damn it. Sarah is wife posting. Sounds like cheating. Can I kiss you and win immediately? It's already in our possession. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. As they say. Check this shit out, though. Check this shit. Guess what I got? Guess what I got? The Biggles. I've got the Biggles. Made them myself. Mr. Noto, do you know why you can't hear the pterodactyl go to the bathroom? Because the P is silent. The P is silent. You can't hear the P. You can't. It's not possible. It's not. You can't do it. Holy shit, Biggles. No, I haven't. I canned these. I have 4 jars of them that I've canned so far. It would have been 5 if one didn't explode. Common theme of the night, I guess. Exploding jars of glass. Yeah, pickles. It's a dill pickle recipe that I made myself. I improv'd it. I basically took a bread and butter pickle recipe and I just didn't put in the turmeric and I put in some dill. Hey, vote now on your phones. Should we crack this baby open? Is it a dill or a pickle? You won't believe this. It's both. It's actually both somehow. I don't know how they did it. They worked their engineering skills. And I canned this on, you can see the date. You see the reflection. We have 8/11/24. Which if you're European, that means I canned these in the future. Let's crack this thing open. It makes me sad because, like, I have to pay for each lid, and it's a one-time use thing. So, like, I canned these, I preserved them. These can last a year in this container. I'm just immediately cracking this thing open. Let's take a little look-see. Get the candid cam back on. You! Ugh. Pickle. Pickle, even. Do you know how to make a Coke dog? You stick a pickle through a beer bottle, get the bottom half coated in beer, and then you eat it. It's a Coke dog. Yeah, fried the camera. Cameras are very crunchy when you bite them. Hey, dog, stop biting the camera. I have to be careful where I get this hat. Anyways, let's crack it. Let's crack this. Crack it. Crack it. Just pop, pop, pop it. Pop it. Pop. It is no longer preserved. This will rot. This is going to rot. Entropy is going to get to this thing. I'm going to have to blow my nose again. Mike's back on. Anyways, I got some Biggles. Biggles. I leave for 2 minutes and you're making a pickle cake, aren't you? No, I'm just trying some pickles I made me. I'm just trying some pickles. I just want to try them. I just want to see what they taste like. Because I haven't tried them yet. You boil them in the jars and then the jars are sealed and it's like, hey, I can last a year. Why are you opening me a week after you made me? What a waste. What a waste of an expensive jar lid. I mean, I'll get to see how floppy they got, I suppose. I did a little bit of a something to try to make them less floppy, but you can see it's, I didn't do the best job. Got a little bit of a wave form to it, maybe a sine wave. Biting cameras, yeah. Never heard of a pickle cake, but it sounds amazing. Try pickle pizza. I tried that recently when I was up in the UP, the Upper Peninsula. That's what we call it here in Michigan, the UP. Is there an immediate fruit fly? Do you have like, I mean, I know you literally have antennas on your head that make you detect this shit, but stop. This is my pickle. I tried to pickle pizza when I went to the UP. Very tasty. Sheesh, that's salty. That's an interesting pickle. Again, recipe that I, can you make Pringles? I can try. It's got a crunch. It's got a yummy little crunch to it. It's an interesting pickle. And you can tell that it's basically a sweetened or a bread and butter pickle recipe, but with dill. And I don't know if that tastes the best on its own, but I think, based on how this tastes, I have sliced versions. I think these would go really well in some sandwiches. I think they're a good sandwich pickle. There's pickles you eat on your own, and then there's pickles that you put on things. And this right here is a put on things pickle. A pot. It's a put on objects pickle. A put on objects pickle. Note has a very honest face. And can you make it less obvious that you hate the pickle? Now, is it actually that salty, or is it an attack on that section of the taste buds to amplify the salty of it? I mean, the citric acid could have a little bit of an effect on it, maybe. But I think it's the fact that I originally used a recipe from someone who obviously did not know what they were doing. And they put way too much salt into the brine, but I didn't want to waste all the brine I made, so I just watered it down. And then I put in more vinegar to make up for the acid, and then I put in more seasonings, and that's why it kind of fell apart. Again, it's not bad. It just tastes like a dill pickle that's a little too salty and it's extra sweet. Which people might like. There's a lot of clove flavor in that too. I think I put too much clove in, which is weird for me to say. I like clove. I do like clove. Rat. There's a rat. Pet the rat. Eat the rat. Oh my god, it's the worst pickle he's ever had. I said it's a good pickle. It's a solid pickle. No, people, get on track. We need dessert. Get on track. Come on. We need dessert. What are we eating? What are we eating? What are we eating for dessert? See, I think they wanted it lined up like that. Yeah, what's for dessert? Your face says more than your voice. My face can be deceiving. I also did just have a 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid. Just saying. Ugh. People, I'll eat people. Show cat. Which cat? Solaire, you want to be on camera? He started walking upstairs. Yeah? Yeah, you're talking? What's up? Oh, he's on the prowl. Hey, you little guy. Take a look at that. Take a look at him. Look, there he is. Yeah. Hi. How's it going, man? Really? Is that so? Hey, new on the stream. There she is, and there she goes. That's Lyra, the one that does not have an emote made of her yet. Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Poop Soda. Solaire is missing you, by the way. He literally walked up to me for pets on the couch. No, you bonked her. Why'd you bonk her on the head like that? Don't do that. Come on. What the hell? What was that for? You just smushed. Can you stick a single hand into the camera as a cameo? What? Blackness, redness, whatever the fuck that idiot did. I didn't watch him. Hey Gunther, you're like his biggest fan. Is that what he did? He did it's redness, darkness, blackness. Should we make nuggets in a biscuit? Should I try to steal his ideas? Pretending he doesn't know. I genuinely do not remember. Blackness, redness, whiteness. Okay, that's it. I did not watch him. I saw the recommendations. I saw nugget in a biscuit and then diamond sword, I think. And that's the only Tobuscus content I've ever seen in my life. Willingly. Hello? Oh yeah, I did the hello once again, audience. Yeah, that shit. I think I've seen people make fun of him doing that more than him actually doing that. Noda was Toby Games. I definitely don't have Toby Games in my hat right now, controlling me. Noda, what was it like to make the Minecraft episode 114? You know, believe it or not, there was a lot of drama behind the scenes on that one. There really was. I had to fire like maybe 14 people. 13 got fired that day, 1 got fired afterward because they tried to leak data. You won't be able to find anything on him though, I got rid of that. Lightning in a bottle. No. No, we need dessert ideas, people. Come on. I've got basic ingredients. Tell me a dessert to make. That is, I know we had a mug cake recommended. And you cooked tobuscus. I can roleplay putting tobuscus into the food. I can put the essence of Toby into the food. And not like the racist parts, the quirky parts, maybe. Paragraph. The song sounds dramatic, but I'm bad at writing words. If you don't speak English, this probably sounds pretty good. You probably think I'm singing about some pretty serious stuff, but I'm really singing about stuff. Heart's intense. Is that a Toby? Was that a Tober reference? Or the sexual assault allegations part? Yeah. Oh wait, shit. There we go. What is the essence of Toby? I'm all out. I'm out, sorry. I checked. I can't really explain it. It's something I kind of just have to show, but I'm out. Singing about the stuff I'm singing about. Uh-huh. Your burps sound like royalty-free stock sounds. They're the only ones I'm allowed to burp. If I don't burp the royalty-free ones, then I get DMCA'd. It's kind of a requirement, sadly. This is how Twitch works now. They smell like Dr. Pepper. There's a wall of magnets. I don't know. What? Should I just make the pudding? Fuck it. None of you can come up with ideas. None of you are idea men or women or non-binary idea people. So now you've forced my hand. We've got to make pudding. I didn't want to have to do this. But it's where we are now. So let's make pudding. And I'm gonna show y'all how easy it is to make pudding, because I'm not even gonna use a recipe. Fuck recipes. Fuck using recipes. Fuck people telling you. Hey, you! Stop. No orbs. Told you not to bring the orbs in. Anyways, I'm going to show you how easy it is. I'm panhead. I'm going to show you how easy it is. Hello, Nebby. How easy peasy, squeezy, cheesy peasy. Make a cake already. I'm hungry. Oh, pudding. I could make a pudding cake, but I don't have any vanilla ice cream, so it's basically useless. It's a useless effort to even attempt it. You cannot have chocolate pudding cake, my favorite dessert. Chocolate pudding cake. You sadly cannot have it without vanilla ice cream. It's 1, not allowed, 2, just not as good. Let's get a little peek. A little peek over on the stovey stove. Grab that. the magic of turning this and moving it, and then attaching it to the side arm. We're now over here on the stove arm. Move the tripod out of the way now, thank God. Okay. Welcome to my stove. If you haven't seen it before, here it is. Invert the blender. I have an idea. Sugar milk. Make sugar milk for dessert. I've had ideas. You don't listen, dumbass. What kind? Make the cake. Okay, well, if there were ideas suggested, I either missed them or didn't like them. So, I'm going to say it's your guys' fault for both. My trainer burped once, had to fully clamp my mouth shut, so I wouldn't say that to her. To be fair, you kind of gross. Burped him, other side of the barn, nowhere, just heard it. So my ideas weren't good enough. No, I think your ideas were the I just happened to miss them pool, and you just didn't keep repeating them in the chat, sadly. Because my chat is so far away from me from here that I cannot read it. Because the cord is too small on this monitor. Again, I'm getting a lot of this fixed before Thursday. I legitimately ran out of time. This setup, you see here, this is desperation. Like, fucking look at my welcome screen. This is all I could get set up. This is it. This is my BRB. It doesn't even have words. I didn't even get the last part of it set up because I ran out of time. Nope, not that yet. I like the stovetop UI that you made. Yeah, should I just cook from this? You know what? Fuck it. I'll just cook from this cam for a moment. We'll do it from the welcome screen. Anyway, I'm glad you like the stovetop UI. I worked pretty hard on that one. I'm super keen to see you make hood. I don't know how to make it. Evidence of a frustrated rage quit in the middle of my fucking fonts aren't installed. Oh, that's your camera. Yeah, this is just my camera. No, so I ran out of time. So I talked about this at the beginning, but like most things on stream, you have to repeat them over and over. Not angry about it, I'm just saying. Because I can never remember what I've actually mentioned or what I've mentioned 500 times, annoyingly. Anyways, is this cool now? Yeah, this is cool. I can do the prep work on here now, for show, because I don't have the other arm set up. So, first things first, there's certain parts of the stream that I have set up or intend to set up, but can't, because the things just haven't arrived yet. They're arriving literally tomorrow, including extra arms and a whole bunch of other shit. Anyway, so you take eggs. You take eggs. You take the bowl. I'm zzz, by the way. Uptime. Oh, yeah, I don't have a bot working. I have no channel points. I have no alerts. If anyone decided, hey, I'm gonna follow this guy this stream, I didn't fucking see it. So, hey, if you followed, thanks. I appreciate it. If no one did, darn, I guess. Nightbot, haha, idiot, you're offline. I haven't used Nightbot in a very long time. Anyways, you take your eggs, you take your cornstarch. And you kind of mix these together. Crack an egg. Into the compost bowl it goes. Is this one boiled? What happened? Come on. Crack! There. Good lord. An egg shell. Oh! Bad. Anyway, so I don't have most of my stuff set up. And a really annoying thing with Elgato, in all their wisdom, in the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck does not like working with OBS in portable mode. So if you've never used OBS, I mean, I know a lot of you here are streamers, or have used OBS in the past in some capacity. Portable mode basically makes it so that all of your plugins, all of your settings are saved locally into the same folder as OBS itself. Normally what happens is you have, I'm just mixing this. You have your OBS, and you have settings like stored in app data and program data, and your plugins store their data in other places. I wanted to set it up in portable mode, so if I had this exact setup with, I just needed this camera and something else, I could do this type of stream anywhere, from any computer. If I needed to use someone's laptop, I could use that. And it makes it a lot easier to back these things up, too, because all I have to do is make a copy of the entire file. Anyways, I'm going to put some cornstarch in here. This is regular cornstarch. I'm literally eyeballing it. You can fix it later if it's not thick enough. You gotta be really careful when you're stirring the cornstarch into the egg. In fact, I'm gonna put a little water in. That's a little trick. If you're mixing cornstarch into anything, any other like liquid or viscous material, you see it's like kind of clumpy right now, kinda. One, give it enough time. Two, put a little water in there. It will make it a little easier to mix together. You don't want lumps of cornstarch. It's the one thing that you do not want in your pudding. That's why you mix it in ahead of time. My pan was vibrating and buffering the impact of the egg. Yeah, it was. 100% was. Anyways, Stream Deck just straight up does not want to work, and then they posted a workaround online, and I guess it just doesn't work for the latest version of OBS. It works for like the version that was relevant maybe, I think even just 2 months ago. But I just installed OBS. Where's my cornstarch pudding, asshole? It's coming up! Anyway, so that's that part. That's it. Easy peasy on that end. Cornstarch back. Next, you get yourself a pan. Get yourself a little pan, a little panny pan, a little panny. Little pan. Take some milk. I recommend whole milk. And then you just pour some in. You just, however much pudding you want, just pour that much milk in, basically. I want about that much pudding. Done. Next, stove on. Simple. Fan on. Always exhaust your fumes. Remember, if you're using a gas burner, it creates toxic fumes. If you have a fan that is just recirculating the air, it's like turning on a car while it's in your garage. Don't do it. I do not get why so many homes just struggle with that so badly. So many homes were constructed where they just have gas stoves and the fumes go nowhere. Like, awesome, great, you're huffing cancer. This explains what happened to Noda. Anyways, our cornstarch egg mix is completely smooth now, all the way through. So that's ready. Now, some people they'll cook the milk first with all the stuff in there, and then they'll put in the egg mix. I just kind of do it all at once, and it never has made a difference. It really hasn't. And this is my homemade vanilla extract. It is simply vodka with a bunch of vanilla beans. In fact, I'll show you how I refill that because, well, let me turn off the open flame first. And I'll show you how I refill it. So I have this bigger jar of vanilla extract that I have made. And I basically make it go through stages. So there's a good amount of vanilla bean in here, and it's been soaking for, I think, 2 years at this point, collectively. When this starts to get low, I will put this vanilla extract in, which simply just has a few pods. So when this gets low, it gets refilled with just straight vodka. So it will go from this density, and then this will refill this, and then this will refill this. And this has all of the vanilla pods in there, basically all the vanilla pods. So with the little bit of vanilla extract that I use over time, it really it becomes decently concentrated, but it's not nearly as concentrated as the stuff you buy from the store. In all honesty, you can't beat the vanilla extract, like the real vanilla extract that you buy from the store. They have really specific industrial machines that they use to extract as much as they can, and they're very good at it. But this is how it was done traditionally. It was basically made like a tincture. So you can see this is completely refilled now. Give it a little shaky shake. And there you go, a little bit of vanilla extract. So I put a little bit of extra in. You basically have to put twice the amount of vanilla extract that you would in a regular recipe. For some recipes that can fuck with it, but for most it's fine. So if I'm using it to flavor something that's not going to be cooked, you're obviously going to get more alcohol taste. Here, let me go back to this. Anyways, so I am using the Stream Deck, you'll notice. Despite the fact that it said, hey, we're straight up not gonna work. We're straight up not gonna work right now. We're just straight up fuck yourself, we're not gonna work. So what I did was I bound a few, I created very quickly a few things that I could control with hotkeys. And then I used the Stream Deck and I set the custom functions on it. Where I set custom, we're just press a normal keystroke, just normal straight up keystroke buttons. They're set to from F19 to 24. F19 to 24. And then I simply just bound a few things in OBS to F19 to 24. And that is my temporary solution until I figure out how to get the OBS plugin working. Which I hope I can do tonight or tomorrow. If not, then I'm gonna have a little bit of a fucky setup still, but I'll have more time. I didn't have much time today because I had a bunch of work projects that I've been doing. Actual job that I happen to have. Anyways, I'm gonna put a little bit of cocoa powder in here now. And this is Dutch processed cocoa powder, which I think has a higher acid count. Anyway, I like really dark chocolate. So put that in there. And I gotta say, this is another thing I get from Costco. I don't think I've seen it on the shelves for a while, so I bought a fuckload of it. Stop bragging. What about having a job? I had the stuff I needed to do for my job, so I had to work overtime today to get it done. Anyways, we have the cocoa powder in here. I wish I could get a little bit of a better angle on this, but this is the best you're getting for now. I'm gonna take my whisk, and we're gonna get up to a little bit of whiskey business. A little bit of whiskey business. Anyway, so that was distracting me for so long. I literally had an hour to get OBS up and running. And this is the result. I did not expect to run into an issue where Streamlabs would just say, hey, you're a portable user. Go fuck yourself. Anyways, for everyone, because this has been a rambling pudding, cheap viewers, go fuck yourself. How did you not get caught by the filters? I think I want cheap viewers? I've already got them. It's a joke. That is a joke. None of you owe me any money. Do not give me money. Anyways, rambling pudding. Don't worry, I won't. You are one of my only subs, Gunther. I mean, I don't blame you. I had a few more, but I mean, I did stop streaming. I don't blame you. Anyway, so we have milk, we have cocoa powder, we have sugar in here, and some vanilla extract. I'm gonna put in a little bit of salt. And I have a few types of salt around. I have this popcorn salt, very thin, powdery stuff. I have kosher salt that I keep in here, some, coarser grain. And then I have iodized salt, because you need iodine in your diet. I'm gonna use that here. Just put a little bit of that in. You'd be surprised by people that just don't know to put salts into their desserts. You're really missing out on amping. Jesus Christ, missing out on amping up the flavor. So basically, what we've made here is just hot chocolate. This is just hot chocolate. The difference between hot chocolate and pudding is that you put eggs and cornstarch in, or just eggs. Or just cornstarch. I put both in, personally. And the reason I like to put in the eggs before it gets to a hot boil is because even if you're, being very careful and doing what I'm doing with pouring it in very slowly, you still run a decent risk of it curdling up. And y'all can't feel it right, or obviously you can't feel it, but when I poured that in, it instantly thickened up. Immediately. You can see, it was basically a hot chocolate consistency, and now it's melted chocolate consistency, almost. And as it starts to warm up, it starts to get a little bit thicker. And at this point, you literally just keep stirring until it's decently thick. And the second you see some bubbles popping up like that, got some bubbles. I have a zoom feature for a reason. You can see the bubbling? It's done. That's your pudding. You don't want it to boil. You don't want it to bubble up like that for any longer than you need to just indicate that it's done. And the reason the bubbling indicates that it's done is because it's reached boiling temperature. It cannot get hotter than that. It will not get hotter than boiling temperature until all the water is gone. And if you have no liquid in your pudding, you've made a solid block of burnt chocolate. Congratulations. How are there so many? Get out of here. Shoo. I'm not in the market for quagmires. Yeah, it's done. It's literally just hot pudding now. You could pour this over a cake as like a nice hot custard, which is basically what it is. Chocolate pudding it's just chocolate custard. I mean, it's an egg-based dairy treat. You've made a chocolate custard. Pour it over cake. Wait for it to cool. Drink it like this if you're deranged enough. I might. So they're about like a fruit fly. Yeah, one shows up, you suddenly start seeing a few of them. But yeah, pudding's that simple. It's decently easy to eyeball, and you can always taste the liquid as you go. Like I said, you can mix all of this together before you put in the egg. You can see, like, look at that. Oh, there we go. You can see the consistency. I just eyeballed putting in some cornstarch, some egg. The only thing I would recommend being a little cautious on is the egg. If you put in too many eggs, it will taste eggy. However, if you wanted to do this properly, you wouldn't put in egg whites. You would just put in egg yolk. And at that point, you can put in a decent amount of the egg yolks before it starts to taste eggy. That's how custard's made. This is an ice cream base, basically. Just you wouldn't add the cornstarch if you were making ice cream. You would also want to be a little precise with the sugar and the fats that you put in, and you would definitely want to put in heavy cream. Because when you freeze this, the textures, start to change a bit. Well, let's taste. Oh yeah, you can mix all this together and eyeball it decently well, and the only thing you're going to mess around with is the thickening. Because you can taste it ahead of time. There's nothing in here that's raw other than the eggs. You can technically, the cornstarch will be a little gritty, but like, it's completely edible. People dip like mochi in cornstarch. Very dark chocolatey, not too sweet. That's how I like it. Just get some cocoa, mix the ingredients together with the milk, the sugar, the vanilla. Taste it. If you like how it tastes, that's how the end product is going to taste. The only thing that the eggs add a little bit of flavor, but not too much. And the cornstarch adds no flavor. They're just thickening agents. So you can taste everything as you go. And then if you think, I don't want to put in too much cornstarch, because you can easily put in too much cornstarch and this will become way too thick. It'll become a paste. Just go a little low on it, and if it's not that thick, all you do is you take a little glass, put a little bit of water or milk in, put a little bit of cornstarch in, you mix it up into a liquid, and you just, while it's cooking, just pour a little bit in until it's as thick as you want it to be. That's it. Easy. Chocolate pudding, everybody. I need something to put this in. There we go. One of my mythical deli containers. Pudding is also a really good hot fudge alternative because it's, funny enough, healthier than hot fudge. But it's really not too different than hot fudge after you put it on some ice cream, especially if it's warmed up. Because hot fudge, if you want to know how to make hot fudge, it's butter, heavy cream, and cocoa powder. That's it. That's hot fudge. That's why it tastes so goddamn good. It is nothing but things that are bad for you. Also, another pro tip. When you're cooking your pudding, if you did let it boil, say you took your eyes off it, then you came back and you saw a bunch of bubbles coming up, do not scrape the bottom. That includes while stirring, that includes while taking it out, because I guarantee you will have burnt bits on the bottom. It happens every single time you let it boil for a little more than a couple seconds. And then you'll get those chunks in your pudding. They're not inedible. They don't exactly even taste that bad unless you let it go for way too long. But it's chunky, and when you're eating something smooth like this and you get a chunk in there, it's not exactly pleasant. Unless you like chunky milk. Gunther, you might. I don't know. I need to put more sugar in my sugar container. I don't like pouring directly out of the bags. What I do is I get these deli containers, put a little label on them. Because when I buy sugar, I normally buy a bag that's a lot bigger than this, and I don't want to pull the whole thing out, get sugar everywhere, and weigh things. It's a lot easier just to take a decent amount of it, put it into a deli container, and whenever it runs out, you just refill the damn thing. You can store this in a much more secure location, say higher up, or in an airproof container, especially if you're in an area with high humidity, if you're in an area with a lot of bugs, a lot of ants. You don't want a bag of sugar to be open. The deli container system helps with that. And you can do it with glass too. So it's the plastic deli containers are cheap. Can't get another lid. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Chocolate pudding. Ready to eat now, warm, or ready to eat after it cools down? Not freezable. Not freezable. If you wanted to make a fudgesicle, though, you basically just make pudding and then make it with a little bit of extra cream instead of milk, or you add milk, but you also add cream. And then you put something like this in. Xanthan gum. You'll notice this on a lot of stuff you eat. It's a very commonly added ingredient. Completely fine for you to eat. There's nothing wrong with it. It is, I mean, it's going to sound gross, but it's the excretion from a bacteria. But it's perfectly fine. Natural product. It's not like a weird synthesized... Not that synthesized chemicals are inherently bad, but just it has that bonus. It's a completely natural product. You add a little bit of that in there, and it will make it gummier. Like, it will actually give it that fudgy texture. You could do the same thing to the pudding here, and it would create like an almost gummy pudding, which isn't too pleasant, but if you're freezing it, that's what fudgesicles do. That's the difference between a fudgesicle and your bog standard chocolate ice cream. Is that the gum that they add into it. There. Okay. I'm gonna get another drink. Gunther, If you're there, guess what I'm drinking? Go away, I was just putting my compost outside too. If you're not there, you can see. Manzanita Soul. Quenching my thirst. Good stuff. It's the only soda with sugar that I drink. And it's only because they don't have a diet version, sadly. Really fantastic stuff. Let me pop that off. That on, okay. I have these really cool easy switch mechanisms on here, so I can just have one attachment on my camera and I can just put it somewhere else without having to screw it on a bunch. They're really nice. Whew. Well, let me check something out here. Should I activate Windows or should I just leave it inactivated forever? Oh yeah, wait, I can show you something real quick that also pissed me off today. Take a little peek at this. You need to activate Windows before you can personalize your PC. They count choosing your speaker as personalizing your PC. You have to do it from a sub menu in the taskbar. That's the only way to change your volume. You cannot change your settings. That blew my mind. Like, why do people pay for Windows? Just buy the, like, illegally gotten keys offline. All the OEM keys. They might not even be illegal keys. I don't know how they get them, but they're like $30. Give Microsoft as little money as possible. Because they're trying to milk you for as much as they can. They don't deserve it. Ugh. Let me check this other thing again. Let's see. Yeah, streaming for about 4 hours. I have that like almost internal limit. It's like, how long can I talk for before I just lose my mind? As I figured, I'd end it here, because I have a very slight headache. Probably from immense amounts of talking, and standing, and cooking. Ugh. I think it's mostly the talking, to be honest. Not taking a break from streaming, even for like a couple weeks, and then not doing it like twice a week like I was. Your voice quickly gets used to just not talking as much. Again. Like there's a burn-in time. I don't know if I want to call it a burn-in time, but there's a build-up time of a couple streams of talking for a long time before your voice gets used to talking a lot again. So my voice is pretty strained right now. Or my throat's pretty strained, I should say. Let's see. Does anyone have recommendations on people to raid? Any friends you want to look at? If any of you, I don't know. If any of you were planning on streaming tonight? I know some of you were. Oh god, has it been playing? Oh god, it's been playing 2 songs the entire fucking time. Ew. It's awful. I didn't know it was playing 2 at this. Ugh. Okay, gonna try to sleep in my shitty train car now. Good night, Monster Note. Have a good night, Gunther. I'm just trying to figure out who to raid. See you again on Thursday. Yeah, when I'm doing the pizza, but better. Will you still be on a train then? Sure, no, surely train rides even across America can't last that long. You'll probably be wherever you are in the East Coast. You won't do it better. I already did do it better years ago. I'll just do it better again. It'll be simple. Hopefully. Anyways, if I can't find anyone to raid here, I'm just gonna end it. No, we'll raid into the Marine Mammal Rescue. That's a good go-to. See some cute otters. But let's go to the credits. Let me kill this audio. Okay. You know, yeah, you did it. Yay, you're here. Thank you. And the yes, you did it partly is for me too. Yay, we did it. Hooked. It did standing for 4 hours talking. Good lord. I'm wearing a knee brace, by the way. I basically have to if I'm standing this long. I need to get myself like a good stool. But anyways, I don't have credits on here right now. Don't have that set up. So if you followed, thanks for following. If you subscribed, thanks for subscribing. If you watched, thanks for watching. Again, highly recommend if you didn't get to see how the chicken tacos are made. I really recommend just skimming the VOD to get the ingredients that I put in there because really good. Really good stuff. Yeah, really awesome stuff. God, yeah, you can tell I'm just winded right now. I'll be back on Thursday. Oh, I will be back on Thursday for doing Soup di Giorno. Unless something weird happens and I'm just not available. If I'm not, then I'll try to like stream it Friday or Saturday or something. But the goal is to make up for Gunther's lack of being in existence. Because I know he has this trip with his family now, and then I think he's doing another trip to, I believe Washington is what he mentioned. So there's going to be a grape bird drought that needs to be lessened. But y'all got some good, we got some good streamers in the community too. Check everyone out here. Polycubic streams, Whiskey Mario streams. Frusby, I think, you streamed, I think. Reduced, it's hard to keep track anymore. Raydog, hey, Raydog streams now, go check him out. He's got good shit put together, he's playing some fun games. Check him out. Stream very rarely. Okay. Yeah, follow all the cool people in the community. And yeah, just have a good night, everybody. Again, I'll be back on Thursday, and with this whole setup I'm doing, with all the equipment I'm buying, with the garage that's beyond that wall that I'm fixing up and putting together, I'm gonna be doing some really cool shit out there. I plan on doing woodworking, doing different maker stuff, building things out there. Maybe I'll just do a stream where I sharpen my knives and talk and listen to music. Who knows what I'll do? But I'll have all that set up. It'll be fun to do. Very excited to see what's in store. Oh, me too. Can't wait to find out. Have a good night, everyone. We're gonna raid out. If you're just lurking, continue to lurk because we're gonna go into a nice, relaxing channel here. It is the Marine Mammal Rescue. Let me make sure I get that typed in right. just copy paste their name. Let's see. Oh my god. Let's see what. Oh, they're playing right now. Oh, amazing. Okay. Again, thank you all for watching. I'm glad people came. I'm glad people enjoyed themselves. I hope you enjoyed the jazz. Again, I put this together in like 1 hour, so hopefully it's a little more prep next time. Not that that really matters. Honestly, we're just kind of hanging out here. I just like to have some semblance of a structure for myself, mostly. Anyways, get your node coin. A lot of the channel points are off right now, but I plan on finding a way to turn them on soon for different things. Ugh. Have a wonderful night, everyone. I'll see you Thursday. Peace out.